chain of events here. No pun intended.
Concentrating current. Sakura, is this how it all ends? 800 damage.
Oh my god! Not the second match change, but he's amazing.
Oh, that's so weird. No delays, no spiritual reloads. Tazkin Levica goes into the lane. Snickers takes it back.
Alright. Hello everyone. Me again, Disturbia for tonight. My second stream actually on the same night. So I think this time I'm going to be alone. Possibly there's going to be another one coming for the casting. We will see later on. First of all, I'm going to verify the room. We're going to join right off the bat. Here, I'm not here to lose time, everybody. And also I'm hoping everyone is doing well. I had to actually rush, but I had a good dinner, so I'm pretty fine. Ready to cast a second game, and it's an honor to do so. So they're already in the game, we're just going to join. It's going to be Irving against -1. So I'm going to put their names, and we're all set. So, to put the name of the players correctly, we have Irving, who's down, and then we're going to have on top, -1. Good luck to both teams for this war. That's all I can say. Going to be an interesting start here. So first of all, Christian begins. Genix and Diane throwing right off the bat that Thicevern. Alright, so Smyger this time going to destroy the Genix and Diane, going to put the Ryan, and it's going to be the turn of Irving. Alright, so there's going to be one Black Whirlwind. Actually, I don't know if people are able to listen to me, but I'll see that. So Bora has been normal summoned. Sounds good to me. Alright, so I think he's thinking which card to draw, if possibly a tuner or maybe another monster. He's going to go for Gale. Alright, normal summons the Gale. I mean special summon, sorry, not normal. The normal one was for Bora, this is a special summon of Gale. He already goes for the Synchro. Going for Power in Zectron already. Alright, sounds good to me. So he's going to use the effort of Gale there. Attack and defense reduced on Power in Zectron. Alright, he special summons another Gale, so he's able to do the Synchro. And I think he's going to go for Raikiri. Yes, indeed. No, not even close. He goes for Ancient Fairy Dragon, which destroys both field spells, and gets to draw the other field spell, which is going to be Necro Valley. What's good is he's also going to be blocking the graveyard of his opponent, so that's a very solid start. Uses the effect of the second Gale on the other monster. I don't think he's able to actually destroy both of them, as they don't receive any battle damage. Well, I mean, Smyger is destroyed technically, but the Insectron is not destroyed. Yeah, there are quite some lineups in here on both team sides, that's for sure. Exactly, John C. Alright, Gen X controller, only Gen X controller, but it goes and destroys the Gale. Another Gale yet again. But the best is that he's normal summoning it, so he can search for any Black Wings. I do question myself if he's going to do another Synchro or not. I will guess he's going to stay with the Ancient Fairy Dragon, from the looks of it. He goes, reduces the attack and defense up to level 6 actually. Alright, going to be full battle phase. Yeah, I think he really has the back row for doing this play and going lethal. Irving just taking the risk against -1, but he's in a very good position. It all depends on the spells and traps that -1 is going to get. This is not looking good so far for -1, but it's only the first duel, and he can possibly come back. Ooh, that hurts. Second Gen X controller. Destroys the Gale though. Goes for the battle phase already. Sounds good to me. There was quite an answer that was interesting. I don't know which card will be activated in that case. Oh, I forgot to say one thing, everybody, as I'm again the streamer for tonight. If there's any audio issue, feel free to say it in the chat. Quick fix, and there's not going to be any RZ audio or any stability. And otherwise, I'll keep commenting the match, but feel free to tell me if there's any issue. I'm here to fix the things, and I want to have a nice stream where I can actually show you guys these good duels. So -1 has set 2 cards this time. Goes for full attack. Is he going to have enough? Yes, he has. That is a raw start, and funnily enough, it's going to put a threat on tier 0, as they can think if they want to use the repeat or not. I mean, you're playing Crystron, so let's see what the team decides. But I think that was quite an impressive win on the side of Irving, and that was quite shocking on the side of -1, just getting this 2 Gen X controller, which indeed shows that if you want to play a Gen X Undyne, well, that's the bad stuff. So I'm going to put the score first, and just to not do anything wrong, it's going to be the first point for APK. Right, now it's time for the scores as well. We're going to have Irving getting the first point, and then -1. So I think I got mentioned, is it repeat? No, it's not. Yeah, I actually thought, but no, actually they said it. Alright, going to be repeat for the tier 0 team. So they're already in the duel. I'm just going to join them. Let's not lose time. Removing the top. Alright, we're good to go. It's going to be the repeat, so the same decks for the second duel. Right, so far there's going to be a lot of thoughts, but Crystron yet again begins first turn. Right, so he's using the effect of Self-Fafnir, discards the Crystron Impact, which even if it is discarded, you'll still have some protection on your Crystrons, as if there's any effect that targets them, you can block it by using Crystron Impact. Alright, goes for the Smiger. Normal summon, side tree. And already go for an early synchro. Early synchro out of all the plays. I've never seen that kind of play before, so I think he's wanting to have 2 spell traps indeed. That is all intentional because, well, I mean, there's an issue with this strategy because you let your opponent know that you have actually an SSA by doing this move. Why? Because you have a level 5 monster, water type on the field, you have Umi on the field, it means too much. Irving is going to have so much timing by doing so. Let's see. 2 card set. Okay, this time Irving does not have the hand here. Alright, uses the Crystal Impact, which is going to bring the Smiger on the field. Uses Smiger. Oh no. Okay, I see what he's trying to do. No, okay, no. That was way different. Destroys the image before the activation of a Cosmic Cyclone, I guess. But I think there's going to be an answer. But then if he uses a Cosmic Cyclone, they'll not be in game. This is a tough decision he has to make. Alright, going for another Ametrix. And normal summons a Genex controller that he had. There is some answer. It's going to be a Cosmic Cyclone indeed. Funnily enough, he waited for SSA to banish it. But then what card do you have? And that was another Cosmic Cyclone, he had nothing at all. That hurts. Going to be the point for -1 this time though. So far a pretty fine beginning, both teams having 1 point each of the players. Let me just remove the deck, okay. And time to edit the scores as well. So now we'll see Irving using another deck, and -1 are going to stay with the same deck, Crystron. I don't think the room is glitchy, but I think he's just not yet in the deck editor, maybe. Or maybe talking with the team before changing to another deck. So we will be waiting and see the third duel. Okay, just going to verify it's not bugging, there's not any glitch. I don't know. Something is weird, so I'm just going to try. No, okay, I don't think there's any bug. Just confirming. Alright. Both of the players are going to change the position. Okay. So I think one of the members left. Let's hope it's not Irving. But I mean, we'll see. So I think so far we will be waiting. I don't know what to rant about. I mean, I'm still energetic, fine, and I think I got a lot of habit by streaming a lot, so second game for me is fine. And what's funny even is that I had a game normally to cast hours ago, so like at 9 a.m. EST, and it's not that I forgot, but I wasn't even aware because I didn't even tell Zarex to confirm the match that I'm actually going to take it and going to cast it. So that was a surprise when I saw that they messaged me on Discord, and I was like, oh man, that was quite late. But here are just some facts. Okay, I'm in heat. It is July, so obviously sometimes it's going to be hot, but man, it's not even as hot as last year. I can't believe it. Like, it's so stupid. Like, I remember I was like in an internship last year, and what happened is it was really hot, and I was even working outside, and does it molest my skin? Like, it's insane. All right, cool. We have the game. Going to join. But yeah, that was insanely hot, so I had to work outside because that's like basically what I do with the internship. But it was incredibly insane, and I couldn't even handle the heat. So fortunately, I have everything just to protect myself. But this year, it's completely different. Alright, so this time it's going to be Irving beginning, and by the looks of it, it's either Dark Magician or Shiranui. We'll see what deck he's using. Alright, sets only one card and ends the turn. Alright, I don't think I can guess what kind of play he's going to make, so just going to wait. Can't say much. If you have any way to get yourself a Self-Ifnir, you're good to go. Alright, there's going to be a Self-Ifnir from the hand discarding the Sizevern. Alright, so after that, he's going to special summon the Smyger. He could also use the Sizevern just to like maybe tribute the Smyger and get himself to use and get himself the Christian Impact. I think that's what he's going to look for. Alright, so first of all, banish the Sizevern. So what card are you going to draw? Because you can get any card, Praster or Rosenix. Can be anything because using one of their effects, you're going to be able to get yourself a tuner. I will personally go for Rosenix as it has high attack and maybe you can destroy the opponent's monsters. But I think, well, he goes for Prostrate just to get himself... Alright. He goes for Umi. Gets himself Orion. Citadel Whale, which is going to tribute Prostrate and also Smyger. And put Citadel Whale in defense, which is not something I've seen ever. Sounds good to me. He has the protection with the SSA, goes with the Smyger, going to get himself the Christian Impact. Sets 2 cards. Yo, Mutin, doing good, what about you? Just hoping that for the stream my audio is not crackling, and in the other cases I'm going to force people or just ask for them if possible, if there's any issue, because I'm here to fix the shit. And obviously trying to make the stream cool. Alright, Spectral Sword is the card that he has set. Pretty funny though, because he baited really hard his opponent with this move. He didn't even have any back row, so that's quite the big surprise. He's going to go for the Gozuki. And now he's able to send any Shiranui to the graveyard. Possibly going to be Solitaire as well. I don't think he's going to go for the Squire, ever. You mainly want to get the Solitaire first and then Squire, but he goes for the Squire. Sounds good to me. Okay, he goes with Gozuki, going for the Sun Saga. So now he has the protection, he's pretty fine, he's good to go. Goes for the battle phase, nothing is set on the field. And he decides to attack the Citadel Whale. And Sun Saga is going to be able to protect himself, banishing Squire. Now I understand why he went for Squire. Now I understand. That was intentional to just be able to attack Sun Saga, because Sun Saga is not destroyed by card effects or battle if you have some Shrine in the graveyard. So that's why he has sent that Squire, because when you banish it, you draw and then you discard a card. Everything was well thought. -1 uses Christian Impact and also uses the effect of the SSA. So there's going to be the Smiker Brocked, the Theisvern Brocked, and the Rion Brocked. And there's going to be acquiring Gandrax. Zero doubt about it. He can do it in any order. He goes first of all with Smiker, going to destroy the Theisvern, going to special summon the Rion from the deck. And after that we're gonna see the Quarion Gandrax back again on this team war. I mean, it's the first time we see the Quarion Gandrax on this war so far. Is this that because I've done another stream before? It's sort of a follow-up. So Sun Saga, the Tuners, Field Creeper, all of them banish just for the sake of it. He can also go, I think, for the Gozuki. Oof. Lanza counters it all. That was a very good timing. Normal summons the side tree. He's going to go for the attack here. He's going to force Sun Saga to maybe use his effect, but no, nothing happens. And it's going to be the end of the turn. Turn for Irving this time. Alright, so he normal summons Solitaire, tributes it, get himself the Tuner, Spectral Sword. And I do think he's going to go for the level 6, then level 8. Alright, so he indeed used the effect on his graveyard. Shiny Spectral Sword using Gozuki. I don't know which level 6 turn he's going for, but I think he can go for King Hades. Otherwise he's going to go for which card? The Arcfiend. He can go for this card instead just to protect his Shiranui. It could also be a Samurai Saga as well. He goes for Revived King Hades. Does another Synchro, he's going for the Shogun Saga. Alright, so he's going to banish the Solitaire to get himself back the Tuner, and he's going for the second Sun Saga. Alright, so he decided to not go for the effect yet. He doesn't banish the Solitaire, he banishes the King Hades. There's also the Cosmic Cyclone, which is going to banish the set card, which was a Floodgate. And now it's going to be the turn yet again for -1. You'll have to attack with 3 monsters on all of the Sun Sagas. And I think only one of them is going to be destroyed. You should go for the level 10 for sure. He's forced to. Alright, there's going to be the effect of Self-Fafnir. He went and goes for the second Self-Fafnir. Goes with the Smiter, gets himself the trap. Yet again to get himself more defense. And it's going to be time for the battle phase. He's going to attack the Sun Saga, as if he attacks the Shogun Saga, it goes to the graveyard and you let your opponents or everything do the second Sun Saga, which will be pretty risky for him. He still has the feel, he still has the defense with the SSA card, but it's pretty tough, in my opinion, for Shiranui with the field that Christian has. Lots of protection. Normal summons Lancer. Okay, so this is in propose. He wants the Shogun Saga in the graveyard to do the Sun Saga. This was all in propose. So by doing such move, he's going to be able to send 3 Synchro back to the Esther deck, which is going to destroy 3 cards on the opponent's field, on the side of the opponent. And there is going to be the Sea Stealth attack, Chaining. And I think yeah, there was the effect of Christian Impact, but I don't know if you could use the effect of Artifact Lancia, which I do think is possible. Exactly, you can use the effect of Lancia if you wanted to force the opponent to not banish card. Alright, so he selects the Side Tree, Ametrix, and the Phase on Cosmic Cyclone. So now, because of Ametrix being destroyed, he can bring anything, and he brings Ryan to do another Synchro. Lancer during opponent's turn only. I think I read bad the card, unbelievable. During your opponent's turn. Oh my goodness, I make so much mistakes, so my bad for this. Thank you for the correction. This is how does one compete. You need to have a team of 10 players minimum if you want to compete in Team Wars, and for that you need to find the players. I think there's also an entry fee to pay if you want to join the tournament, I believe. And otherwise you have more information on the official Discord of Team Wars, which will help you if you want to know how to build a team and how the format is actually being played. All the information is going to be up there. Side Tree and Typhon, which is going to use the effect of Ametrix. Goes in priority to Sun Saga. Being destroyed, acquiring Genders again, destroys the Lancia. Alright, he's going to set a card. be a drowning. Alright, let's hope guys there's going to be drowning. We want to see this card. Jokes aside, almost never going to happen until a long time, because it's a card that is like forgotten, and the day I see this card being played, that will be nuts. Going to be the win for this duel for -1. So we're gonna have 2-1 on the side of tier 0. And for the decks, okay, so it's Irving who is not having the second deck anymore. And I'm going to update the scores of both teams as well. Like that. So now we're going to wait for the next player on the team of Abusement Park. And we're going to see what kind of duels they're going to show us and showcase. Oh, good question, Bowband. Good question. The last 50% off sale, I think it was during the new year. I think January or February, but that was around this period of time for sure. And it has been months that we didn't have this offer. So the next one, I'm hoping that it is going to be during August, as there is the KC Grand tournament. So I'm thinking they'll maybe do this. That will be pretty nice if you're like looking for staples. That is indeed a very good thing. And other than that, well, I cannot confirm you the date exactly. Not even I know when there's going to be the sales off, but I do expect during August, hopefully. Definitively. Yeah, exactly, Dantec. 111 year came. I'm putting that Kariba face. We're gonna have Ko Rowe. I think it's Crow the way it's pronounced. What a nickname I gotta say. Wait, it's Kuro. Like that. I'm going to give you the 2 decks. And it's going to be time for the first duel between these 2 players. Going with Yami Mariek, which I do expect to see Ritual Beast, otherwise you Senju, but that will be a huge surprise if it is. Mythic Steps, Shadow Game. And it's going to be the first turn for Crow. Right, 2 cards set, he goes for the kinda hug. He's going to banish the window, and he ends the turn. Okay, my mic is very sensible. Oh my god. This is actually going to annoy me because I don't want to make so much noises. But anyways, we're gonna have Solfafnir. Goes for Rosenix, so he's wanting to get the level. Which means he's going to go destroy the Umi, and he's going to go... Does he? There's probably timing against Umi. And I think that's what the... That's possibly what Crow wants to do, in my opinion. Alright, went already for the Black Rose Dragon. Already, just destroying the entire field like that. Rosenix putting a token just to get some more defense. That was an interesting call to go for the Black Rose Dragon, which is going to block a lot of plays on the side of Ritual Beast. There's one card which will help, which is Lara. Lara will be the top deck if you want to play Ritual Beast, because that means you can get back the Kanahawk that is in the graveyard. Second Kanahawk. Alright, he goes and sends the Lara. He'll have to attack the token for sure. He's forced. Attack the token. Alright, we'll remember you, Christian token. Which I do want to understand one thing. Okay, I'm sorry, but I don't understand these electric cables on the crystal. There's something fishy around this. Going to be the turn this time of -1. He plays BRD so he doesn't play Brionac. I mean, I don't see him doing any Brionac on the field. And I mean, I can... Oh wait, Brionac, the only one that can do is actually -1. But playing Brionac against a deck like Ritual Beast, it's not even a good idea, in my opinion. They bounce too much, and with that situation, BRD was way better. He doesn't even need to do Brionac. He doesn't even need to. Plus, Brionac, when you play him, you discard cards. BRD, you do not discard. You destroy the field, but you do not discard. So he had to go for BRD for sure. Brionac fits Crystron, the SSA version. At least one copy of Brionac is enough good if you want to play SSA Crystron. It's not for RB. I was actually thinking that Zenkatsuya was talking about Ritual Beast and that they play Brionac, and I was actually a bit scared because I was like, it doesn't make sense, they don't have Syncers, they just play Fusion, but no. It's only for the SSA version of Crystron. I mean, I do agree that the question of if it fits or not, it's a weird question what you say with Brionac fits, because it fits the deck. It does not fit the matchup. Because you just send back cards from the opponent to the hand, and they're monsters, they're spells, there's traps, and you discard your own cards from the hand for just that, which is just lame. That's the idea. The first deck of -1 is actually Crystron SSA again, I block. There is a repeat that is used by tier 0. They decided to use it so -1 can repeat with the Crystron. Alright, going for the Amatrix. Ooh, that is going to be lethal by the looks of it. Puts it in defense, so that means he's wanting to get a Samurai Destroyer. I'm right. Playing Thunder Dragons right now is really hard. Like, I don't even see any good build with Thunder Dragons. And the Sphere Karibo is going to stop this attack. The big Shadow Game activated. The only good thing is that he has the Winda finally in the hand, so he has some way to actually play around it. He needs Lara as fast as possible as well. He has a good card. He knows he can put it in attack or defense. The bet will be defense to not receive any battle damage. So we'll see what he's going for. Lara gone. Actually no, Woolite. It has been sent because of Kanahog. Lara has been sent by, I think, the second Kanahog. But this card. He's just doing it on purpose because there's 2 Kanahogs here, so he's like, I just want to be able to catch one of the Kanahogs to then do a fusion by using the extra deck. Alright, so let me see what he used. He sets only a monster, so only does display. Fair enough. Now the effect of the Ice Variant is being used. Is going to look for a monster. Fusion Reserve DM. Actually, that is not a bad idea if you maybe want to do a certain fusion. Yep, exactly, G-Pop. Most likely GG so far. It is not going to be the case if he has a second Sphere Karibo. Goes for the Resenix. And yeah, that is going to be clearly the end. He doesn't have any hand trap. Going to be another win for -1. The only thing I can say is that it's pretty evil when you find Christian being played, because they give a lot of win for the team. And it's not that they rarely lose, they're pretty strong and it's hard to play around it. So Crow is on the third line. Boom, going to put the score correctly. I don't know if they're doing repeat or anything, so I'll have to see. Alright, so the team says repeat. So let me remove that. And I'm also going to remove the deck on the side of Crow. And we're gonna go already because I think they're doing the second duel. I mean the fourth duel technically during this match. No, the fifth actually. What I'm talking about. Anyways, let's go right off the bat. So this time Christian is going to begin. I'm pretty interested on the fact that they want to use Ritual Beast Shadow Game again, and I think they're doing it on purpose because of how many cards they have in the graveyard. This is all intentional. Alright, Self-Near, boom, is going to bring a nice monster. Goes for the Price Shortle. Smite Gear being used, gets the Christian Impact. Price Shortle on the Scrap Recycler is going to bring a side tree. And then he's going to set 1 or 2 cards, depends on what he has. And it's going to be only one. And the Shadow Game just begins. So far he opens very good, having this Elder is really going to be helpful for most of his plays. He needs again a card that is going to let him banish cards. This is really going to be mandatory here. He goes for the Paddlefin first of all. Paddlefin uses the effect, banishes a card. And which card are you going to select? I do think he's going to go for Side Tree. Most likely. That will be the card I will send to the hand just to force the opponent to do the Ametrix. That's pretty much what he does. And I do have the impression the audio is not crackling so far, so I'm very glad for that. I don't want to get karma'd. Otherwise, you just mention me, you ping me, and you say Disturbia, you're just trash, you're not even fixing your things. Unbelievable, you're over talking against a beautiful game from -1. Shut the fuck up and appreciate it. But I do like brands as well as commentary, so I do both. Anyways, going for the Ametrix early is pretty much forced. So now on the side of Crow, he's going to be able to do the Alticana Hawk. I do think he is going to... He went for Ulti Apelio. Okay. Ulti Apelio for some reason is what he went for. So that means he's doing it intentionally to send another Tomb Tamer just to be assured. That Ulti Apelio was very intentional. This is my guess. So if he's going to do a fusion, this is going to be an Alticana Hawk this time. It is. Ulti can hawk, use the first effect, use the second effect, the classic, the usual. Or shall I say, the dirty, because Rachel Beast... At some point, Rachel Beast, in my opinion, becomes more brain than what Christian is already. And I'm not even lying, because some of the combinations, because of the text being changed on some of the cards, if you want to do a certain fusion, you actually lose to that. And he's getting pretty dirty. So that setup, first of all, was very good. The fact that he does go for the ulti Apelio, then goes for the ulti Kanahawk. He does it to be able to build the combos and also banish again a Tamer. Everything was intentional. Also gets another Pedalfin, so he's going to discard a card. He's going to discard the Kanahawk. And I think it touches indeed the Metrics. Great choice. So now I think he can go for an ulti Apelio, which I think is what he's going to try to do. There's also the fact that he has 2 spell traps. He's looking pretty good. Going to be doing 1 attack, but it is worth. The Pershortal is in the graveyard, and a Christian Impact is activated. Alright, so we're gonna have Self-Ifnir again, discarding the Rose Zenix, destroying the Umi. I have the feeling it's going to be a BRD. So BRD, which card are you going to use? Because first of all, the best is you bounce Ulti Apelio, you also use your Ambush. I think Ambush and the Ulti Apelio's effect should be activated to at least put back a monster on the extra deck, but also get yourself some monsters and getting to use the effect of Window. We'll see what he's going to do. Alright, so he goes for the Ritual Ambush. Alright, he doesn't even go for the Ulti Apelio. Fair enough. So Window's effect is going to activate. Which card are you going to put is the question. He can go for exactly Ulti Pedalfin. Great choice here. Not destroyable. I mean, it's not destroyed by card effects. Can indeed be targeted by, but cannot be destroyed by. There's also going to be the Cutie Pie token. Brass Hurdle's effect activates, is going to special summon a monster. He goes for the Ryan. And that is actually a good field. Ulti Pedalfin's effect activates. He's going to go take 2 monsters, going to be the Tamer, the Elder, then a Pedalfin. Just to get the Pedalfin to force yet again the Ryan. Alright, so Pedalfin discards the Apelio. Nice choice, nice call. He's going for the Christian Impact. Protecting the Ryan. Now he'll have to start to play with the ulti Kanahawks. Alright, so this time he's going to put 2 monsters on the field, having the Apelio, banishing the Window. Like that he's going to be able to get more Tamers. Alright, so Ulti Kanahawk's first effect activates, he takes the 2 Tamers, is able to use the second one Goes with the window that he targeted and then goes for the Canahawk. Yet again, he's going to put more monsters on the banished pile. Gets himself a Lara. And I do think he didn't even normal summon. So I wonder if he's going to normal summon the Lara or discard her. I actually have no idea. I'm not going to lie to you, everybody. But my guess is, he does a fusion, does the Lara, gets to do another fusion, gets to do Ulti Apelio. No, he goes for the end phase, takes himself the 500 LP damage. He went very defensive instead of offensive, which is an interesting choice. Let's see if it's going to be enough against that Brian, then the token. Ulti Battlefiend brings the Apelio, very nice. Any tamer, doesn't matter the tamer, what matters is Apelio banishes a monster from the graveyard. He is in a good spot, let's not lie. Crow is going to be able to turn the tables. Uses the effect of Apelio again, going to banish the Ulti Apelio for the memes, and because it's a dead card anyways, any fusion of Ulti Apelio, Ulti Canahawk, or Ulti Battlefiend, so any of the fusions that is in the graveyard or banished, is a dead card. So you're going to be able to play around it by banishing or just putting it back in the graveyard. It's at least going to be a card that you can play around by just using the effect of Apelio. Right, goes for the end phase. Goes for another Apelio. So let me see the graveyard. He has indeed the Canahawk still. He's going to get more profits with that. Is he low on time because he's not making plays? Actually, no, Gazy. I don't think it is. Like, -1 just knows he's actually getting stalled by Rattle Beast, which is using Shadow Game. And if you play too much of the Crystons, the more cards you have in the graveyard, the more damage you will receive. And he knows that, so he's taking his time to decide to then do the fusion by using the effect of Ryan with one of the monsters in the bench pile. If you check the monster he has level 4, level 3, level 2 he can use. He has the variety, so it could mean he goes for the powered Zektron, could be for a Samurai Destroyer, or also Animatrix. He's still fine for that, but he's preferring to take the time. As you can see, he's going for the Ulti Apelio, so I think in that situation, Ryan is going to use the effect, and he's going to do the Animatrix. Alright, puts back the Umi. Alright, so he decides to use it just to bring Thyzern and not to do any synchro. I think he's going to look for Brionac in that situation. Actually, no. Nothing. Thyzern is just being destroyed. Win by taking out. I don't think it's going to really happen with me, but we'll see. Thyzern's effect being used. Alright, so he's going to get himself a Smiger. Alright, so Smiger destroys the token. Special summons the side tree. He's going to go for the Citadel Whale. And sets a card. Right, I was just being a bit silent to let them do the plays. So I think he has used the effect of Altia Pelio just to put the monsters back. Alright, using the effect already? Fair enough. Actually, about the team wars and the tournaments when it comes to Crystron, I do entirely agree with what you guys said. The fact that on tournaments you play side decks, that means you pretty much kill easily Crystron. But at some point that's the rules. And there are actually still some ways where the opponent doesn't even get system down, and you play too fast so he doesn't even have time to use it, and maybe you do the OD game. It's situational and it depends on the hand you get. Definitively. It does perform quite well, Jipap, indeed, but it always depends on what people go when it comes to side deck. But for sure, everybody is going to always have at some point some system down, because it's pretty common. Otherwise, some of them will go for non-fusion because they fear Element Saber and not the synchros, or machines to be more specific. Alright, so Smiger was banished, gets the Christian Impact. Self-Fafnir uses its effect, destroys the Christian Impact, special summons itself, brings Orion. Goes for the battle phase. I do think he's going to bounce. No, he cannot. I think it's because of the timing that he cannot bounce. He has Ulti Fin though, so he's very good for that. Goes for Altia Pelio, brings the wind, he's going to banish another monster. Second C stealth attack, alright. Sounds good to me. Okay, even system down, they can play around that with Impact or Lanza. Necro Valley is only super annoying in my opinion. I do agree. Yeah, you're right, iBlock. Definitively right. Blackwind, Shira, Sabers, DM, Christian all pretty much perform the same overall inside deck tiers. Exactly. Alright, so draw phase, Sea Stealth already gets to be activated, Apelio Chains as well. Using the 2 Sea Stealth attack to get himself some spots here. No, Crow, no repeat. The only one who actually has repeat so far is going to be -1, repeating his Crystron deck. Oh wait, wait, I'm dumb. Wait, oh my, I'm stupid. Yes, both of them does repeat. Both of them have done repeat. I forgot almost. Thank you, Zenka. I appreciate the correction. My bad. Oh man. That's also the first time I'm doing 2 games in a row, so yeah, that's sort of a combo, so I get to forget some stuff. Yet again, the Shadow game. There's going to be a Shadow game until the end. The fact that you have Ulti Pedalfin is what saves him against this matchup. Play around Lava Pog. That will be funny though if I see any Lava Golem. That will be epic. But I do think indeed he can play maybe around the Lava Golem. That's why he banishes maybe the 2 monsters. He does it intentionally, I think, to avoid the Lava Golem and to also be able to maybe do Synchro. That's the 2 of things. No problem, you're doing a good job casting. I'm trying my best, iBlock. One thing that I always say is I do garbage content and I'm here to improve. Here trying to say things as correct as possible and not doing any miss. So I always have like my own perspective while commentating, but watching everybody also say what happens, this is what helps me out. Umi MVP boosts ulti Dolphin. There's this side as well, but I mean, even if it boosts the attack and defense, you can be like, well, look at me, motherfucker. I'm not destroyable by the effects. What are you going to do? You try to attack with a C-stealth attack? I'm not destroyable by effects. You don't even play Econ. Where is Econ at? Well, you're never going to be able to play Econ because you have semi-limited to 2 on Ryan. What do you think? Ryan is semi-limited to 2 because they don't want you to have the Econ. Otherwise, you will have 1. What I mean? Or otherwise, I think you can play Itaqua. You can play Itaqua as well, just to put that little monster, that little dolphin that has such a bad attack in a tap position, and maybe you can win. Just for the fact. I do wonder though if there's going to be any trap that is going to be back. Like, Itaqua was a good card. I mean, when you were free to play, let's say you play Amazon S back then, that was a good card. So maybe a day people will play again Itaqua because I mean it's a free to play card. There's only 1 copy still. It has been years that there's 1 copy of this card. Why does this game have only 3 spaces? I'm never going to understand as well. But then Vinezor, I don't even understand why there is no main phase 2 as well. For me, it's more like they wanted to do some different kind of roles and different kind of strategies instead of having the same rules as the TCG and make them shorter. So that is my guess. I don't think you played Duel Links missing that, otherwise that's a meme and I'm just getting into your joke like a fucking pussy. Terrible. Going for the Quarrying Gendrax. Alright. So far this is looking like a combat. He's going with everything he can so far. Can only banish the Ulti-Pedofin. Ulti-Pedofin having the combo, he's going to use its effect, going to bring 2 monsters. Yeah, 2 Winda being banished, Mistletoe. I think the 3 of them are banished, so let me check. So 2 Windas, you see the 3rd one. Going to show, this is the banished pile of the Ritual Beast player. Going slowly to let everyone just check all the cards. You also have Ambush. For those who don't know this card, more Apelia than the 2 Ulti Apelias are there. Yeah, pretty much a big pile. Brings yet again the Ulti Pedofin. And there's going to be big load of damage. So there's going to be very soon a big load of damage. Apelia is using the effect, pushing the window outside. Shadow Game RB eats Christian for breakfast, sadly. That's the thing. That's the thing. Christian is going to lose because there's like this idea of I'm building a big deck, I'm building 30 cards and then so many cards are sent to the graveyard, and at some point Shadow Game is just, hey, you serious? So, pretty much a common thing. The SSA draw phase, again, back just to avoid the Lava Golem. Puts another Ulti-Pedofin. End phase. And he's going to receive the damage. Shadow Game Invoke does a similar job, I guess so. Crow is a freaking sadist. Yeah, that's the thing, Zanka, exactly. Okay, so from the looks of the feed, he's going for the Thighs rune. Tries for the battle phase for the last time. The 2 SSA being activated automatically when it activates. Oh, second ulti Pedofin, what? So he's only playing 1 ulti Canahawk. Okay, that's pretty new. I didn't expect people to use so much ulti Pedofin. Alright, so 2 copies. And he doesn't even want to receive the last damage from the Shadow Game. Just wants to receive the true damage. He tried, but he was entirely blocked. Going to be the win for Crow this time. We're going to try to see if Epic is going to be able to catch them up. We'll see. So far 2-3, and I'm going to have to remove the bottom deck for -1, who's going to have to leave us. Still gave 3 victories for his team with Crystron, so props to him. And congratulations to Crow. Okay, so now for the scores on my side. Going to correct them, going to change them. Also, I'm hoping the audio is not crackling, everybody. Hope the audio is fine. It can be bullshit, and I do apologize for that if it ever happens, but feel free to tell me so. Just to remind you. So far, we're going to wait for the next player who's already in the room, so I'm going to remove that. We're going to see which player is going to join us. And it's going to be Chris's turn. Chris Dot is his name. I have to precise with the dot. So let's see what deck Chris is going to bring. I mean, indeed, you're going to play 2 Ulti Pedalfin if you just have 2 Ulti Apelio, which is still fine. Overall, it's still fine if you want to play Ritual Beast. You don't even need like so many copies of Ulti Apelio. I think in the end they just do this because for the swag. Only that. No joke. Yeah, I guess someone said it. Possibly a Blue Eyes, which I'm quite surprised. That's rare that we see a Sedokai with DSOD as well on Team War. So yeah, big up for Chris bringing a deck that we haven't seen in a while. And against RP, so I do wonder how it is going to be able to top against RP. I'm quite curious. Let's see if it's truly Blue Eyes. I think it is. It should be. It is, guys. It is. 100% confirmed Blue Eyes. By just seeing the Sage. So he went for the attack position Sage. Cards of Consonance, which is going to discard a stone. You get to draw 2 cards back. And it's going to special summon the Cosmo Brain. Look at that. That's a good beginning. Cosmo Brain tributes himself. He's going to bring a Blue Eyes. And I'm not even going to skip the animation because we should maybe see some Blue Eyes. With the astonishing thunder. Look at that Blue Eyes. And obviously the best thing ever. Going to use the effect of Alternative, which is going to destroy him. He's going to go for the Synchro level 9 for the Blue Eye Spirit Dragon. Instead of going for like a useless Vermilion because you don't have anything to destroy, the best is to go with the Spirit Dragon. So he uses the effect of the White Stone of Ancient to bring back the Alternative Dragon, and he's going to be able to, oh my god, that is a great play. I don't know if there's Fear Creeper, but from the looks of it, there is. He's going to get countered a lot as he cannot even activate effects from the graveyard, and actually there's no answer. It's going to be 1 more point for the TZ team, and it's going to be the first victory for Chris. No, that is what I call a ball, guys. And then we're gonna have Crow leaving us. Going to see another player this time. Now I don't know if IPK is looking for the wild card, or maybe they have it already. I don't know the details much. But I still think that IPK will need this win in my opinion. So we'll see how it goes. I'm also going to try to check who is going to be the next player. So I see nobody's here. So we're gonna have to wait, everybody. I'm going to be back, I think. I mean, the next member is going to join, but just going to go drink water, guys. I'm going to be back. Yes, drink water, stay hydrated. And I'm back, everybody. Always drink water, in my opinion. No, I know there's going to be people who's going to come and tell me, no, don't drink water. Drink Coca-Cola, drink beer, don't drink water. And I'm like, fuck off. Water is my favorite drink. Shh. I love it. Alright? I love water. Going to join the game, going to shut up myself. We're going to enjoy the game. It's going to be Chris against Buns. Gonna be hyped for this. Going to put Bunsley, but I mean it's Buns. It's going to be the same. Let me just put the 2 decks for Mr. Buns. Both of them have 2 decks. Let's see how the match is going to go. Sorry, duel. Alright, so let me see how the match begins. So we're gonna have Esther Phoenix with heroes on the side of Buns Lee. Looking good, and having the first turn I think is very nice for him. Drink coffee, bro. Unbelievable. Water and coffee are the best. I never tried so much coffee, but I do want to say that coffee was not so bad for me. I just drank it when I was too young and it was a weird taste, but I think if I drink coffee I should be fine. Not even joking. I should be fine. I mean, I'm 20 years old compared to when I was like 10 and I tried that drink. I was going to normal summon Sage as the White Stone of Ancients, cards of Consonance. On the White Stone of Ancients, going to draw 2 cards. So, I don't know if he has the same hand, but he's going to have to deal with more monsters on the field, which is going to be pretty different as he is also going to need the Vermilion next. But 3 cards on the field. White Stone of Ancients. Bringing that Blue Eyes, and I'm going to let the animation again. Second time, guys. Why will you send Heroes versus Blue Eyes? Because they just don't even... Already going for the polymerization. Already. Let's see if there's going to be a trap that is going to counter that, or just blocking his plays. Alright, he's going to go normal, no Trinity, but goes with Adoration. Nice choice. He's going to try to reduce the attack of the Blue Eyes. So there shall be some answers on the side of the Blue Eyes player, so Chris. I actually don't know what cards Chris has in the back row, which is going to be a bit hard to guess. I'm not going to lie to you guys, but we'll see. Also, Shiny Adoration, I didn't notice that. Glad that it's not prismatic, or else I will have killed you. You funny. Joke. But for me, there's truly like, not only there's Chris that needs to think if he needs to use the back row to just destroy some monsters. There's also the fact that Bonsley will need to think if he needs to use the match change or just put it and use it later on. Alright, so a card is being used. He goes for the Karma card on Adoration. He's going to try for display. Match change is going to be here telling him that no, I'm going to be able to do another fusion. The chain goes on. And we're going to be able to see Anki. Not using Shura, Chris 7-0. Yeah, Chris with Blue Eyes, who will have thought, yeah. I guess not even I could have known. I mean, there's so many players that I don't know. Only you guys can know. Attacking the tuner just for the sake of it, for the damage, for the match change as well. Okay, another trap, Raigeki break. Is there going to be another spell being used? Is the question I have. Okay, that is a really cheeky move. That is such a cheeky move. It's going to go for the direct attack. And I think it's going to end the turn. It doesn't need to do more. It's going to still go for it. So my guess is going to be maybe Vion. Because with Vion you don't have like a bad monster when it comes to attack. And I think that will be the best. Exactly, that's what he's going to go for. Otherwise you could have gone with Increase, by the way. Which Increase is going to help out if you want to be U7 defense. Another direct attack. So Kreese has only 2 cards, but he has a Blue Eyes, has a set card, which I don't know what card it is. But it did not answer Anki at all. So first of all, alternative evolution, the classic. You're going to destroy an Anki. It's going to pop him. Alright, so Sage with Eyes of Blue. That is a great opening here. This is maybe one of the best things he could have gotten. Now, this is going to put a lot of issues for Bronze by opening with Sage out of all the tuners, which is in my opinion the best one you could get. So with Sage with Eyes of Blue, he searches for the White Stone of Ancient. Oh no. Ooh la la. Ooh la la, cleaning everything. Karma card on the increase. And not only that, there's White Stone of Ancient being used so you can actually add a Blue Eyes. Another part is going to be that he can do the Synchro, goes for Vermilion. Vermilion is going to destroy the Anki. And I do believe, let me just look the graveyard as well. No, he goes for the other one. Well, the idea is that he uses the White Stone of Ancient to bring another monster. So I think instead of going with Vermilion, he just went for the card, just I guess to block his plays, and that's why he goes for that. Let me see why. So I think he had the possibility to go for Vermilion. Vermilion would have been fine. Yep. Vermilion is ODK anyway, so he still went for the Blue Eye Spirit Dragon. But in my opinion, it's still going to be the win for Crisp because of the field. If he doesn't have Drowning, that's the end. And I say Kekwa. So let's see. Also to everyone who's coming here, welcome. Yeah, that's what I'm guessing I do. Which is quite sad because Vermilion will easily give him game in that case. As another tuner. I think he's playing like 2 copies of Blue Eye Spirit Dragon. That is going to be my guess, Mr. Tane. But only the others will know like what cards he's playing. Alright, he's going to go for the Synchro. It's going to go boom. We're going to have the second Blue Eye Spirit Dragon. This is so disrespectful. Oh my god. He ends by putting also Azure Dragon. Cole on his side, but not Cole on the other side. It's both sides, I can't say much. Still well played on the side of Chris, but also Bonds, he was about to win as well. Like, he clearly had the field. And I think what happened is the opening with Sage is what gave him the win, in my opinion. Sage was everything. Alright, so let me just update the scores first of all. So one of the teams reached the score of 5, but it is not the end. One of them can still do the comeback, and he's going to be pretty pissed. Burnsley is going to kick some ass. He has the name Lee on his nickname. He's going to kick some ass. I'm just saying. That's something I guess maybe a lot of Japanese have. Like, I don't know. Wait, what was I thinking? I think I wanted to say a joke, but I just missed it. Forget it. Forget it, guys. I'm just stupid, alright? Is the Serbia the stupid tonight? Nobody cares. So first of all, Bundesliga is down there. Let me put the 1. going to give the score for Chris as well. It's Chris with 2 victories as well with Blue Eyes. I don't know if they're going to go for repeat. They're both ready. It's going to be Chris against Bonds and Gain, and yeah, it's 2-5. Alright, so he's going with Yusafuda this time. Man, come to think of the previous duel, like when I saw what Chris did, I was about to put the webcam and just show you my face, guys, because man, if I received that, damn. So first of all, Circle adds Dark Magician, 2 set cards, Sage with Eyes of Blue is being used. So now everything is going to depend on the hand that Bunsley gets, and the timing as well. He's playing against Blue Eyes. And another thing I forgot, this is the epic match we're having, Dark Magician against Blue Eyes. Goes with Navigation. Interesting. So there was a Sage. First of all, Sage using it against Sage, so he's going to bring a Blue Eyes. Vanilla or the one that banishes the spells and trap. He goes with the Dragon Spirit of White, which is the one that banishes the spell. Okay, that was a cheeky move. He knows he's going to get banished because of the timing, so he just targets the face down one. And the face down one was another Navigation. Yep, I will have used the 2 of them in any case, but I don't think it is bad, first of all, to have people saving 1 Navigation. But I gotta say one thing, when you play Dark Magician, you still, in my opinion, can play the 2 of the Navigation unless you're unsure of what you're going to get, and maybe you want to get like some S-shirt field in that case. Also Epic Revenge on the side of Bonds. But yeah, using 2 Navigations is never bad, as you can get to counter spells traps. The thing is, he didn't even put spells and traps, so worthless. Navigation once was enough. But this time it's going to be the point for Abusement Park. Bunsley getting his victory. Telling the opponent that he's not trash. Telling him that he is Bunsley, the champion of the Vicarity. It's just such an insane play that he's going to kick your ass. That's what I said, and I'm still going to say it. Because man, I'm just done. I want to do some jokes tonight. Fuck it. For real. Really sorry for the way I'm talking, but please do not be offended. Nothing is being like, how should I say, not mocking anyone. This is what I want to be clearing. So Chris and Bones are actually doing the next duel in my opinion. So let's see if it is the case. It is. So going to remove first of all the deck on the side of Chris. We still 3-5, and in terms of score everything is okay. So we can go for the duel. And okay, Dark Signer Kali, I still think it's going to be Shrinery. Do not tell me it's Fortune Lady. Do not. I dare you. Like when I see Carly Dark Signer, that's the kind of impression I have. You can expect to see some Fortune Lady. I still think though that the fact that he went for heroes was not even a bad choice against Blue Eyes. He just got against a guy who top decks with the Blue Eyes, so pretty logical that he can go for hero. And I mean, hero will have won if it wasn't for that Sage. Sage was everything. Wait, no, wait, really? I just noticed right now he activated. Oh my goodness. Chris is the man tonight. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to quit, I guess, okay? I'm gonna quit. Chris, you're going to host. I don't give a fucking shit. Fortune Lady. Jeepers. Out of any deck, Fortune Lady, for real. I had a... okay, so I think some people don't know me, but I gotta say, every time I'm fucking saying a word. So I said if he brings Fortune Lady, but just saying that he brings it. What is this? Every time I say a word, it is. In any Team Wars, it happened. I don't understand. Cosmic Cyclone as well. Banishing the Circle. gets to defend himself, but then there's the Karma card, which is going to banish that Fortune Lady still. My goodness. So, he's still special summoned because he used a spell, and I don't want to forget the name, sorry. He used Fortune Lady Calling. So no, he just needs another Fortune Lady. He's still going to be fine. He's still going to have some defense, he's still going to be able to play some spells. He's not completely dead, but we'll see if it is the case or not. I don't think he got the good opening here. Yep. Does not look good at all. There's a navigation which is going to negate a spell trap. He goes for the 2 monsters. And there's also one set card. There's probably a Sphere Kuriboh. Alright, it was an enemy controller, which is going to get negated. Okay, I guess he's taking it just for the sake of it. Okay, I think he's going to let his... Okay. Probably letting him play Fortune Lady for the sake of it. I think that's what he's trying to do, so we'll see. Props to Bunsley for this move. Though indeed it's going to be again dirty for the Fortune Lady Calling being negated. And yeah, I think this is going to be game, but we've seen a Fortune Lady. Yeah, Dragon just said everything. But honestly, out of all the decks, I did not expect to see Fortune Lady. Honestly, big up to Chris. Big up to Chris for bringing this deck. It's not even a bad deck. You can still see that it's competitive. But he got against the Dark Magician. There's also still some Answer, which is going to be the Sphere Kuriboh he had in hand. So no, I understand why he did not negate the Econ. Because he knew he was going to get the Sphere Kuriboh, and that will have been a waste of the navigation. So Bonds actually read over Chris playing with a Toggle, because I think there was a Toggle off on the Sphere Kuriboh. Great play for Bonds, and bigs up again for Chris bringing this deck. That's all I can say. That was marvelous to see. Not even joking. Big up for the two players. Big up. Alright, so I don't know who's going to be the next player, but I'm gonna first of all remove this. And I forgot to change the scores on both teams, so Bosley there getting the second victory. Down there, Chris getting his last loss. The next player is already here. Going to be the 2 decks. And we're going to see who is going to be the next player. It's going to be on the bottom. And your name. Just going to wait. And it's going to be Drizzy Drake. Alright, I'm going to write the nickname like that. I think it is correct. Yes, it is. We're just going to go already. Let's get right into the match. Good luck to both teams again. War is not over. Tyranno! And yet again, it's going to be Dark Magician with the first turn. But Tyranno, what deck is he playing? There's also 21 cards. 21 cards Tyranno. What is this? Let me try to guess. Because Aura Mage, it's never going to be impossible. If you want to play Aura Mage, you're never going to be playing Tyranno. So, Eddie and Dino, I think that's the skill he's playing, but I'm not sure. No way, Dino DNA. He's truly playing it. Wow. Okay, so I have no clue what deck this is. Evileye? Okay, so I guess people are playing Evileye with this skill. Alright. Dinos. That would be insane. No, Aura Mage, I mean, if I say that Mistletoe, it's because on my tournaments there's always 1-2 players playing Aura Mage. They never play Dino DNA. They always play Balance. Balance is going to be a better skill because you want to get at least one copy of everything, so one monster, one spell, one trap. And I think it's way better as a skill. Nothing? Nothing, sir? Really? Alright. So I guess I'm gonna have to use this voice because holy shit, no cards played. We just see Dino DNA popping, alright? Like a Mary Poppins, what the fuck? He's letting me have a lot of surprise. You're scaring me, Drizzy Drake. Oh man. I'm really curious. So, first of all, Magician's Rod going to activate this effect, going to search for the navigation, and doesn't even set the card, he's just going to attack. Going to use Illusion Magic. Okay, I think this is lethal. But an evil one. I have to say nothing. Okay, I feel there's a Kytroid. I feel there's a Kytroid, do not lie to me. Kytroid, show up. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on, Drizzy Drake. Oh, man. The fuck is that? I feel bad. I love seeing what people have. Does anybody have a guess what deck it's going to be? Because Dino DNA, it's impossible to be Aura Mage. And I have no clue what deck it's going to be. Like, imagine Metaphysics, but I don't think it is. I mean, Metaphysics against that? I have my wonders. I have truly my wonders around that. Going to be the 5th point, I guess. And I don't know if they're going to go for repeat. I mean, we don't even know what deck he's going for and what it was. Maybe TZ is going to say it in the end, but I'm not going to ask for it because who knows if they're going for repeat. Guys, Tier 0 is going for repeat. Alright, we're going to be seeing this again. So let me wait for them first of all. Okay, I was waiting for them. Going to change the scores on both rosters. First of all, that means this is the 3rd victory for Bones Lee, and then the loss for Drizzy Drake. Oh man, I'm getting crazy. I love this team more. A lot of unique stuff, but I gotta be honest, I have no clue what deck it is. I've also read someone saying Dark Lord. That will be very... I think it fits Dark Lord, yeah. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Alright, so Dark Magician yet again with the first turn, sorry. Alright. Another Pog. I have no idea, Herbal. Have no idea. Burns got that epic, eh? I see the joke. Broad circle every time as well, yeah. so many puns in the chat, that is insane. And it was a Lunalight. Alright. 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 So, on the previous Team Wars, okay, there was a Lunalight that was using, I think it was using Destiny Drop. And this is another Lunalight, but with a skill I never expected. Dino DNA. I've never seen that before, sir. This is unique. This is incredible. Fusion Recycling Plant as well. Such an old card that was almost not used. Very few times you see this field spell. This is nuts. This is nuts. I say it again, this is nuts. I think there's going to be a navigation used which is going to banish the field spell, but that's the only card you can banish. There's the Saber Dancer which is telling him to shut up. She cannot be targeted. I also want to say that the fact that he brought Lunalight was a good idea because it's truly countering the Dark Magician deck. But dang, is it a surprise. Alright, so banishing the fusion spell. Sorry. Not fusion spell, field spell. I apologize. Herald of the Abyss still alive. Pretty much. Trying to unlock LP Boost Alpha. I mean, LP Boost Alpha will be worse, I think, in Dino... I mean, Dino DNA is you constantly gain life points. And it's 200 per turn. I mean, your turns. Then Boost LP Alpha is once. You get 5000 LP. And you cannot use it anymore. It goes like that. So it's going to be Herald of the Abyss. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me see first of all what he has in the graveyard, because it depends on that. Also, holy moly, what an opening. Out of all the cards, Herald of the Abyss. No way. Though, is it over? Not yet. The tie that bends, when it's going to be used, it's not going to be lethal. It's going to be 4100 damage. He has 100 LP left. And then with Dino DNA, he gains 200. This is so far. Oh my god. No. That's over. I forgot that illusion magic. You use it, you're going to be able to bring back the Dawn Magician. Lethal. No question. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Chat is going nuts indeed about the dinos. Wow. Alright. Alright. Jizzy Jake tried with the Lunar Lights. I think it will have been possible, but that opening of Herald of the Abyss is what is going to give the win for APK doing a comeback over tier 0. That is insane, buddies. Alright, so Bonds is going nuts. He's going insane. He's bugging. He's bugging. The man is bugging. He's crazy. Looking forward to this team wars. Wow. A lot of surprises. I don't even know what tier 0 is going to bring, but man, I think they're going to bring nuts decks. So 3 decks in a row that surprised me. 3. That is insane. I've never gotten that before, and I feel honored for seeing that. Alright, so the copies past is still going on. Nice. I actually don't even know who said that. And I think that is like maybe from 2019. That is a meme I gotta know. So, for the first time ever, let me please take my time before we go for the next duel. So, you see, a few years back, on a routine dig for dinosaur fossils, a landslide broke out and nearly broke my leg in two. They had to operate quickly, so they used the dinosaur bone I found to save my leg. Ever since, I've had what they call dino DNA. The doctor says it makes me stronger than the average Joe. Alright, what an incredible text. Incredible story from our boy Hasselberry. We're gonna have Monkey Boy 44, who's going to be on the bottom. Alright, putting your nickname, my dude, and we're also going to give you the 2 decks. Let's see. Alright, set a Kaibe, so it should be a Black Wings this time. I think we're slowing down, going back with what we used to know. Otherwise, well, another surprise. Which one is going to be? Heretics. And if I see a fucking Heretic, I think I'm going to go nuts. I don't think there's ever going to be a Heretics in any Team Wars. Rest assured, everybody. But any deck that I see that is going to be as incredible as Heretics in the Team Wars, I think I'm going to go nuts. Why I say Heretics? Why am I talking about a shitty deck? Because guys, in one of my tournaments I got one of them who goes to the semifinals with this deck and had 1-2 against Shiranui, was about to get in the finals. So yeah, just some fun facts for the entertainment, everybody. By the way, Bonds Lee with the first turn again. This is insanity, everybody. So 2 set cards, the circle, adding the navigation, and having that marvelous Magician's Rod. Yep, I can't believe it. Bonds Lee is a threat for real, but he's going Lee. He's going Lee. He's going 100% Lee. Normal summons the Chris, so I don't think he opened this time with the Black Whirlwind, sadly, which is indeed going to be bad for him. So he goes with the Gale this time. All right. BRD one time. I'll be shocked if it is BRD. I don't even think anybody has used BRD once on Black Wings. But I mean, BRD is what defeats entirely Dark Magician. Like, you use BRD, boom, you have no field. You need to rely on luck. Yeah, bronze on top, epic. I'm actually, when I'm seeing players playing, I'm starting to just put the names of who's playing on the correct place. So like, if they switch place, I just change the names. And I also say some jokes by saying, "Oh, you guys changing place, you fuckers, you funny people, just changing the place like that without telling me." I say some dumb things like that, but no worries, rest assured, all the information is to help the viewer to just see who is playing what, and like that, nobody's lost. So alright, he's going to go for the right Kiri this time, and I think right Kiri is going to get banished. This is my feeling. Then F of Tom. I actually don't know who Tom is. Oh, it's Tom Delson. Okay. Okay, all good. All good, alright. Also, Nafroth with the raid. Thank you very much and hope you had a good stream as well. And yeah, I think it's the first time I'm also seeing your name here, so just here commentating the Team Wars. And we had some pretty insane decks coming here. We got someone playing, so he played Blue Eyes, then he plays Freudian Lady, and the next player played Lunalight with repeat, so he had to play twice Lunalight in that case. So Tier 0 has 2 players remaining, and APK has 3 remaining. So he actually special summoned that Orochi. Alright. Gift. Oh man. Can't say much. Alright, let me see. Brykir's effect activates. I have no idea why this slow play, but I don't know. He's going. Bonswin really taking his time to activate the navigation, plus the circle is not even destroyed. I have no clue why he plays like that. There's something that is, in my opinion, fishy. The card that is going to be banished is obviously going to be Raikiri, but I don't know. It looks really weird for me. Karma Cut maybe. I mean, Karma Cut will have been activated way sooner if that was the case, so I don't think it's going to happen. CC probably, you think? Well, we'll see. I have no clue. So first of all, navigation, and is going to decide to special summon the illusion. And it was a second Dark Magician navigation. Well, I do agree he doesn't even need to use the 2 of them, he just needs to activate 1. And yes, indeed, there's going to be the Cosmic Cyclone on the circle. I do think the better play will have been to banish the navigation, because you have time to destroy the circle. So like, you destroy circle, you destroy one of the navigation, and then if there's another navigation, you banish it. The difference is that he went for the usual play where you just have like 2 cards face down. You cannot guess that the 2 of them are navigation. So he went to destroy these 2 face-down cards because it's the best way. And then he had the Cosmic Cyclone to counter against the circle, so he was in a fine spot. And he doesn't even attack the Dark Magician. Okay. Oh no, that's fine. He attacked the Magician of Dark Illusion, so good choice. That's it. Good choice. Another thing I didn't notice is there's the Orochi, there's the Chris. I know that people on Black Wings play sometimes the level 5 Synchro, which I think you can play if you want, and I think it is a nice card. Just one thing I wanted to point it out. Goes with the Tie That Bends is going to destroy the Chris. Alright, it's not the same Chris, huh? It's not the same Chris. Alright, going to be the draw for Monkey Boy. So far he has the field, he's pretty fine. Right here going to destroy the DM. Alright, yeah. I guess I got spoiled, so but I see. That was a reapy hand. I don't know who said reapy hand, but what a funny lad, what a funny chat. So he had the Magician of Dark Illusion, so more defense. It's not over. Alright, so everybody, I'm just going to tell you while we're watching this duel. There's going to be another one who's going to come here for the commentary. He's going to hop midway, but he's going to be with us, and it's going to be CosmicFlare, and he's going to join soon. So I'm just going to change the casters here, and whenever he can join, we're all set. And I think it's CosmicFlare XL, right? I'm not sure. Not going to say stupidities, but alright. Alright, let me see the room ID where it is.
Thank you.
Alright, I see you, Cosmic.
Yeah, what's up, man?
Alright, what's up? Well, pretty good. So far, a pretty insane match, pretty insane games. I got a lot of surprises. Not going to lie to you. Just going to
Really?
tell you that there was a player who brought Blue Eyes and also Fortune Lady. And then another player who brings Lunalight.
Wait, what?
Yep.
Wait, all in the same war?
Yep.
Oh my god. Well, it's just so funny how you tell me those are the 3 decks brought, but yeah, I'm looking at the score, it's still 6-5. Like,
Yeah,
that's pretty
exactly.
intense.
Like, the thing is, tier 0 began, they had like a pretty nice advantage gaining this 5 points, and at that time APK had 2 points. And then Bunsley was brought, he loses the first game, then he brings another deck, and so far he gave 3 wins to his team. No, 4, sorry. 4, with Dark Magician.
I see. And is the deck Dark Magician? I'm pretty caught up now, so I'm assuming this is it that he's doing, that he's streaking here with, correct?
Yeah. No, this is easily going to be game. The win is going to be for Monkey Boy. So we're gonna be in a 6-6 situation.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, oh fuck. Just saw that the caster thing was actually badly put, so just playing with the text, alright? I just like to be symmetric, so fuck it. And yeah, I think this is the first time I'm being with you, CosmicFlare. I think I'm becoming a meme. I'm just liking to do a lot of puns and shitty ones as well, so presenting myself for the first time, but very glad to have you here tonight. I'm honored.
Yeah, no, thank you, man. No, I appreciate it. I'm glad to be here. You do some good stuff, man. I saw
Thank
you
you.
casting with my buddy Ankara. He's a long-term friend of mine.
Yeah, actually, Ankara is a player I've known for 2 years because I mean I've been a lot with the French community and played since 2017. So obviously going to be a player I've known from a long time. So the thing is, when I began streaming, I had like a lot of my French friends. For example, Arix, who is part of the GLF team. He told me
Yes.
that I should actually go and comment some team wars. So I was like, well, let's go for that. And also, Egg, you're going too fast. What the fuck are you doing? Wait for me, sir. Alright, I'm just hurrying up, putting everything correct. This is indeed a 6-6. Going to modify the score of the team. So that means we're going to have Buns Lee out. He still has done the Lee. He used the Karate techniques to win. And I gotta say, that was impressive. So
Yeah,
the one
no,
who won
Buns.
was Monkey Boy. And the scores are correct.
Yeah, no, Buns is a very good player. I mean, seeing that he went 4-2 does not surprise me whatsoever. I mean, a previous
exactly.
MCS champion just got top 4 in the most recent Meta Weekly with Dark Magician, which appears to be the deck that he did streak with, of course. But now we have another solid player, a veteran, if you want to call him that. The Egg 6-9. Very glad to see him here and still competing, and nonetheless playing a deck he's, I would say, relatively skilled with, Element Savers, and looks like he's opening up with a pretty decent hand. I mean, Palace turn 1 with the Malay who flips are always going to be a really nice board, of course.
And possibly some back row as well.
Oh yes, I mean, E-Sabers can literally run anything as their back row. We can see things like Fiendish, Floodgates, Unending, etc. And everything
Exactly.
serves its own purpose, but
Yep.
very excited to see what comes from here.
All right. I'm glad I didn't say it, because if I said it, I think I will have gone more crazy. I was thinking in my mind, I was thinking this. The man is not going to put back row. He's going to do the Palace and Molahu to be like, hey, look at me. I got the swing. I got one monster. He's going to use the effect. You fucked. All right. So I was thinking that, and he does it. Unbelievable, man. Every time I'm surprised of myself. Like, I don't have words. It's impressive. So I do know that he's also going for that because he don't want maybe to get right carried by destroying a lot of cards and maybe the back row possibly. Otherwise, he doesn't have any. That's the only two guesses I can do.
Yeah, no. Typically, if you tend to open like this, he's playing 24 cards, correct?
He's playing 23.
23 cards, yeah. I mean, 23, 24, relatively the same thing. We all know that with what's it called? With E-Sabers, you can essentially run a various set of background text. We've seen ever since I would think honestly the last or most recent KC Cup and Team Wars, we've seen things like Karibo being main decked in E-Sabers. So potentially that could be in the hand. Maybe he does have a Malehu flip in the hand as well as within the palace itself. I mean, it could be a variety of things, but no matter what, the simple Malehu palace flip was clearly just enough to allow him to start getting these searches or flips really going to slow down the Blackwing player. So with that water being added, I could only predict it was going to be a turn 1 Casitas, and it looks like he is going into that. So pretty nice here from Egg. He will be able to control the board really, really well as avoiding the potential OTK that could have came from the Blackwing player.
Yeah, I see. Also opening with the laser, then the invocation, and going for the Cossidus. Yep, field is going to be for the egg 6 to 9 so far.
Yeah, no. Very, very good.
Very good defense. Molahu is able to say, you get to be face down and you shut up. And then there's Cossidus who's telling him, I am the Papa. I am the father of Natsu, alright? I am the dragon that raised that child Natsu. You cannot defeat my defense. And obviously Natsu is actually the laser, alright? Natsu is a laser. So he's going to be like, you are not going to kill my Papa. So he's going to sacrifice himself, going to give him some stack for more defense and attack. So yeah, just basically what I'm going to tell you guys is that's quite a difference to try to defeat against Element Saber. And I'm quite surprised to see how Monkey Boy is going to deal with that kind of field.
Yeah, very, very interesting. The one thing I'm not confused about, but I'm not sure exactly what his thought process was. Maybe he wanted to thin out a bit more. If we take a look, he added the Nala to hand to go into the Casitas. I'm wondering why he just simply didn't change the attribute of the lap in the graveyard and go into a Casitas that way.
Indeed, I guess he just wanted to get more stats. I mean, the idea of having the palace is you get some boost because of how many different elements you have in the graveyard. So I think he wanted to maybe have more elements in the graveyard just to gain some stats and at least be above what the opponent's attack is going to be. Like, it's just to get more stats and able to counter him. Yeah. So that will be my guess as for why. And I also do think that drawing Nalu early is also fine because it can sometimes be a break, and the earlier the better, because you get to do the Cossidus without any issue, and then you have a nice field.
Yep, very, very true. And I'm taking a look here right now. He normal summons the Bora, trying to use the Black Whirlwind to get off the surge, but I would predict there's a flip, and looks like there is a Floodgate coming out in response. So we do see a bit of delay, and most likely it's just the Alistair in hand coming from the Egg 6-9, but I would expect that that Floodgate clearly is going to slow down our Blackwing player, but we do see a Gale, so we could potentially see a Synchro coming out also. And the flip goes through successfully, so looks like that is... Is that not a set close? Is that a CC? Because Blackwings don't really tend to set. So... I don't know.
Yeah, that's quite a good block. Floodgate, then Molyneux.
How do you tend to feel about this matchup with Serbia? What's your real opinion on it?
On this duel, you mean specifically?
Just the Blackwing Saber matchup overall.
For me, Blackwings has always been a deck that, because of the way we play, we need to get a good hand and then be able to clean the board as fast as possible. And if you're playing against Element Saber, if you're unable to do that, for me, Element Saber is going to have so much control over Blackwings, which is going to lead for the victory on the side of Element Saber. So, if, for example, he had the counter trap, I do believe the counter trap for Blackwings, for example, you need to have it on the field first before there's any effect of monsters activated. So, if he had the first turn and then there's Molyneux trying to use the effect, that could have been a great counter, and I think Blackwings could have won the match. But no, like, yet again another invocation, then Molyneux declaring fire. That will be game.
Yeah, it looks like that's what he's
And
aiming
the
and
other
going
thing
for.
I do want to say maybe to end is, in terms of spells and traps, it's always going to be the common thing. Blackwings uses Cosmic Cyclone, the Black Whirlwinds, and the counter traps for Blackwings. So there isn't anything that is truly stopping Progatrios or Causidus, for example, Void Trapple, Herald of the Abyss. There isn't even these cards. Alright, battle phase skipped, as I do guess he used the Palace before to get himself another Molyneux. Alright.
Yeah, he got the Molyneux and he got the Nalu, so he skips those battle phases. But next turn, this is Purg Food. He's got Free Pearson on board, so... And taking a look, although the Gale will be annoying...
Yeah.
We know that the Purgatrio essentially is kind of just saying, hey, I don't really care what you do to me. I kind of just win at this point. And sending the Molyneux, which I would assume, since it came from hand, would be the last E-Saber. It's kind of curtains at this point, unfortunately.
That's a big fat Progatria, holy. I don't know if he...
no.
Yes, he used... No, he didn't use Annihilator on the Progatrio. I was scared for a second. That is because of the amount of cards controlled on the side of the opponent. That's normal. But still, that is a big fat Progatrio. It's not going to change that he looks like a pig. Even if it's not. Alright, so guys, you see the spirit? It's not a pig, it's a clone. But I'm still going to consider it as a pig because we don't know what's behind it.
I thought behind it was like a bear or like a ogre, right?
I mean, it can look like an ogre. I do agree it's more of an ogre because you can see the design of the eyes. It's more typical for ogres if you watch like anything fantasy.
Yeah. I don't know, the arms itself kind of just look like, yeah, like fantasy. I think that's a very good term.
Well, yeah, and also the tractor design makes me remember of Tower of God for just some of the parts.
Oh, yeah.
With that, like, weird evil dude that just went off on the Princess of Jahad, I was like, man, what is this? What is this tractor? Who the fuck is he? What is this? But yeah, quite a surprise, I gotta say. And I also really enjoyed the anime, which I didn't expect to do so. Alright, so we're gonna spectate, going to shut the hell up. We are going back and join the duels. And hopefully it loaded. No, fuck. Come on, Konami. Thanks. Just not wanting to get the karma because I know exactly how Konami deals with me. If it's pack opening nowadays, the more gems I have, the better luck I have. And if I play duels, I get the trashiest luck. Not the case for these players, by the way. Alright, we're gonna see who gets the opening. It's going to be again the X69. Sounds good to me.
Alright, and Egg once again starting on Molyneux, but this time with some double back row going against Monkey Boy. We see he's playing Yusei Photo, so this makes me think it could be a few things. If
DM or
actually, let's
Shiranui, for sure.
yeah, DM or Shiranui, but honestly, based on kind of the decks you told me have been played today from Malefics, Luna Lights, etc., honestly, I'm kind of leaving it slightly open to potentially just be about anything they want at this point.
I think the only player who really brought something unique is Chris. The other ones are probably going to bring some meta just to like at least be able to top against other decks. Okay, it's going to be Shiranui, so he's taking the risk here. So not only is there a possibility that Molahu answers, but there's also the back row. Junk Synchrons. Oh yeah, don't talk about this deck. Like I even prefer Speed Droid over Junk Synchron at some point. Like the one time I was angry against Junk Synchron it was when I was like playing ranked and there's this guy who brings you Nitro Warrior and the man just uses 2 hand traps to double the attack of his monster and I get ODK like that and I was like, what? This is not Junk Synchron, this is just awfulness. But yeah. Asking Chris what meme decks he played. Zarex, he actually played Blue Eyes and Fortune Lady. He played Blue Eyes and Fortune Lady today. Alright, so this is a pretty chill start, also using the Molahu, so I didn't expect him to discard the La Poila this early. I do guess it's a choice, but I will actually still remain with it because you can get to control the spells and traps of your opponent. And Solitaire just brings a tuner, which doesn't lead him to do any synchro, but it is still a fair choice. Completely a fair choice. Anime deck OTK. You said it all, S-Dot. You said it all. That's what Junk Synchro is. Like, that was also, if we talk about Duel Links, that was literally the only deck list I've seen around Junk Synchro. Like, they only made it OTK with that. Nitro Warrior, you boost the attack, that's it. That's it. Only that. And not even using like any of the UR tuners and all. Alright, so Unending Nightmare on the Fiendish Chain. The best counter possible.
Okay, so we saw Unending Nightmare be activated on the Fiendish Chain, which is pretty nice considering how he already flipped the Solitaire and not getting off any of its effects. So right now, essentially, the Solitaire can be very useful if we do see a Spectral Sword in the graveyard at some point, which can go in the graveyard now, considering how we do see a Shiranui Squire coming right off coming out of the deck, or from the opponent's hand, I should say.
Yeah.
But I'm still pretty curious to see what we get from. Oh, that's what we get.
Alright, so I expected there's going to be a floodgate set on his side. So, set down Squire, useless Squire. Now you can defend yourself forever. This Squire is just going to break when the Molahu is going to attack you. I'm sorry, but it's not made of good materials. It's made of wood. And then Spectral Sword is brought on the field. The poor soul is not able to connect to another soul, not able to do a synchro. So there's going to be one card set and not a second one. Okay, I didn't expect to only see one. So I guess there is some timing on the side of Molahu, so that clearly means he has an Element Saber in hand. That is my guess. What a... Okay. That is a cheeky move just to do Destiny drop.
Oh no, it's very, very smart here, because right now, if he read the delays properly, we can see that Egg clearly is reading there is no Lancia. Yeah. So right now, essentially, Egg is setting himself up so that he can set up for a Purgatorio play and start doing some Lances and whatnot. Exactly. It will suck, because right now it's kind of condition heavy. So if that back row was a Fiendish, he would have needed to flood on the Alistair. If that back row is a flood, you have to just play into it, unfortunately. Exactly. If it's a Lance, same process.
Sorry, I just wanted to say that it's when I say cheeky, that means it was a good move, and that is something I couldn't even see, that only himself saw. That's why I said cheeky. I don't think it's actually the real meaning, because you said no, it's actually a clever one, so I guess I'm confused with the use of the word. So, prove that I'm French.
I like the word cheeky. It's pretty cool. No, that's nice.
Yeah, I actually use a lot because I think I got the use. I mean, I get to use the word a lot because of watching Let's Plays, and I mean, if you see Disturb speak English, that is because at 9 years old, I was that young boy that loves video games that just goes on YouTube and watches shit. And I came across the idea of Let's Plays, which is basically people playing games. And I came across a YouTuber named Suga Conroy, and that man laughed, like, he made me laugh stupidly hard back at the time. Even if I didn't understand English, I read the sentences and I tried to, like, translate it because I mean I know French and I knew Spanish as well at the time, but man, that was incredible. So because of him and also I guess his trio of YouTubers, they all say cheeky a lot, so I got to use a lot of the word cheeky, and it just gets fun to use. You can also use it if you have a child, like if you want to play with a baby, you can say cheeky cheeky, he's going to laugh. I don't know, just some stupid guess, huh? But yeah. Alright, so there's going to be the Ballista. Tributing the tuner Molehu? Oh, okay, that is clever. That is clever. Okay, this time it's not cheeky, but it's clever because of the timing, the fact that there's Purgatory still attacking, and he just tributes something to destroy a Molehu. So there's probably an answer on the fact that if he wants to use the Element Saber on his hand, discard it and send it to the graveyard, but he decided to not do so.
Yeah, so he did not have lethal there. I see he chose to activate the Ballista, but he hit the Malehu as opposed to the Purgatorio, so he clearly doesn't care about the piercing. So I would assume, there it is, that he had some type of play that's going to allow him not only to get over that Kazuki, but is really also going to allow him to potentially have lethal this turn.
He's going to be entirely fine. I think this is almost matched because what is going to happen is he just needs to send Solitaire, do the Synchro, get a 6-star, bring the tuner back, just get a lot of attack, and it's going to be pretty much enough.
Yeah,
doesn't even need
8.
to be like focus on Sun Saga. Not clever, it is cheeky. One tied to a Leicester. Why attack? He would be clogged. Because attack is cool, you know? There's no more Wall of D, there's no more drowning. People attack because they attack, it's fun. It's fun. And I mean, still technically, he's going to get the win. There's only Sphere Karibo, which it could be a card that helps him. In the other cases, I think he just forces the opponent to use Aleister, but I mean, it's going to be lethal.
Yeah.
So I'm going to skip the Synchro animation as there are no special animation. But Shogun Saga, which card you banish?
You banish the level 6 because it minuses 500.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's going to drop down to 22. If you use Alistair to go to 32, of course, but no matter what, I mean, look at him, dude. He's at 2,000 life points. He's chilling. It's kind of over.
Exactly. And you can see the stats are pretty funny. 2,200 attack, 5,500 attack. You see there's some symmetry. There's like a mirror, you know, like, how should I say, like, okay.
Yeah, no, that just.
I couldn't even draw the line of the mirror just to say that there was some funny thing about the numbers. Come on, but still, good game, good domination. I still think that it was not even bad to go for the unending chain and the fact that he wanted to do the Destiny draw to get Aleister. I still think it was a good play. I don't know if he should have waited in case there's a second Fiendish chain in the end, but who knows. I still think that was a good play. And it's more like this time, the Gozuki really helped Monkey Boy to bring that Solitaire, banish him, do the Synchro, do a second one because you're bringing back the tuner, and then do the Shogun Saga. So we're gonna have the... I'm going to modify the scores, and whenever the two are ready, alright, there. Throwing the match. I'm going to pick the number 7. I'm quite impressed that this is so far a draw. Both teams have pretty much the same amount of points, I mean same amount of victories. Okay, so what I'm watching is the egg, so this is 1. And on the other team, it's Monkey Boy. Alright, so scores are set. Ooh, another Black Wings, but this time on the side of Abusement Park. Sounds good to me. Alright, so far no moves.
Yeah.
And yeah, sometimes I have to speak over because the reason why I speak also over when there's nothing being moved is you can never know if it's actually a bug on the room or something. And it happened to me on some few team wars where for some reason the game is like, yeah, both players are thinking, and actually no, they already played some moves and they did 4 turns, so I had to leave, join back, which was pretty stupid. So I'm still trying to be aware of that. I do think everyone is doing this when they do team wars.
Yeah, you could say that.
So we're gonna have the Bora and Gale synchro. The best couple actually. Goes for the ancient Pixie Dragon. And is going to set the
Having the
Necro Valley.
Necro Valley.
And by
Oh my
putting the
goodness.
Necro Valley, he draws the card. 1 back row.
Yeah, the thing about this matchup is the fact that Necro Valley really is so strong because it does cut Shiranui, but the fact that they're typically making about 3 ballistas, it makes them essentially have an out, as well as excuse me, as
It's
well
all
as the
good.
fact that they can use level Aug or level Dupe to go into like a level 10 or level 8 even. Typically a level 10 in the situation, this level 8 has to ban us, you won't be able to. It's really nice because they could potentially get over that Pixie or whatever monster it is that's on board typically,
Yeah,
and
ancient
really
Pixie
start
Dragon.
at least start making kind of small minor pushes here, which could be very nice.
I think by the looks of it, he's going to go. I don't think he has the good hand yet, but he can possibly have it, and he's looking for Sun Saga or Shogun Saga. Though the best is going to be Sun Saga because 3,500 stack. No, 3 stack 500, sorry. I'm always getting wrong with my way of talking because another YouTuber is talking like that, you know? Instead of saying 1,000 attack points, he says a stack. He says like that. I think you. I'm sure you know him, and like maybe most of you guys who like play Duel Links a lot, you maybe know of DP Yu-Gi-Oh. This guy is like, he takes the newest cards, he comments them, and he says if it's useful in TCG or not, and for what reasons. He always says a stack, always. 3 back row, 1 card set as well. He's looking for the ballista and the good moment to actually use it. I think he's going to go for the end phase with the move. Yeah, DP Yugi's my boy. Yeah, exactly. Exactly right, Lop. He's actually really good, not only when it comes to like reviewing the cards, but he does it quick, fast, and it's not stupid because you get to understand if the card is really helpful. And it's always like that one card that you get to learn from TCG in case you don't even play it, and it's always good to have this as a knowledge. It's like one thing that helped me if I wanted to get to know some more cards from each archetype. Shoutouts to DP Yugi, and I love this YouTuber. Unique as hell, and always helping the community. Come on. This
So
triggers
Flood,
me. What
it's
is
like
this
a-
prismatic flood? Monkey
Yeah.
Boy. I think that Monkey Boy went to the museum. He saw there was a prismatic floodgate, and he was like, I'm gonna steal it. This looks like a banana, and he just brought it in his deck.
It looks
Jeebus.
like a banana. Oh my.
Jeebus. But then obviously Floodgate, which is really putting a tempo on that Blackwing. So the feel of the Blackwing play is going to be defensive on this side, for sure. Monkey Boy is honestly known for his prismatic flood. Really? He has 2 of them, doesn't he? Well. Wait, you're lucky Chris didn't bring Worms. The war will be over already. Oh, if I was about to watch Worms, that will have been epic. I gotta say.
Yeah,
There
I believe.
was one time where Worms came back because of the new supports they brought on the mini box. And I gotta say, the deck was pretty efficient and pretty good.
Yeah, it can be funny. Looks like Ballista Squad is going to be activated, and I mentioned it earlier that Ballista is an out to Necro Valley, and looks like he was able to use that, so now he does have the tuner in the graveyard. So we could see Monkey Boy start making some big plays here, which could be pretty good, especially since we could, yeah, there it is.
Getting the best card possible. This is it, unless there's a Sphere Karibo, but Black Wings with Sphere Karibo, sadly, is not going to happen.
Yeah, no. So we're definitely gonna see like a level 6, the Samurai Saga, I believe it's his name, and then level 2 come
Yeah,
out.
exactly. It can be Samurai Saga, the level 6. You can also find the revived King Hades, or also the Arcfin.
Yeah, I think we're gonna go with the Samurai Saga because it lowers by 500, and he just wants to beat over the Pixie Dragon in an attempt for lethal here.
Yeah, exactly. There's that part, and in general, we love Samurai Saga. That's also why.
Yes.
So now we have the Shogun Saga.
So, yep, so Shogun Saga just banishes the
He's
Samurai
using
Saga.
jutsus to banish one of his comrades, using his soul to reduce the attack of his opponent. That is going to be it. Monkey Boy takes the point for his team. So yet again, Tier 0 is taking the lead this time. So that is a back-to-back, I gotta say, during this match. First
Yeah.
lead and then back-to-back.
Yeah,
Which
no,
I
this
don't.
is very.
Well, I think we see a lot of back-to-back as well. So I don't know whatever I said. Sorry.
No, you're fine. No, this is a very good war. We see a lot of trades going on back and forth here, clearly. Tier 0, I mean, definitely in terms of their name, of course, not letting any easy wins go back and forth. But APK also showing why they're #1 in their division right now, and really keeping up with such a team full of wonderful players. So,
Yeah, exactly.
very, very solid.
But for sure, like tonight, I think Tier 0 is the one that brought the biggest surprise because they could have went for like casual meta decks and maybe they will top even more when it comes to points, but they went for like Blue Eyes and even Forden Lady, which I think is full of respect, and also trying Lonely. It's not even an easy deck to play, so we're gonna have a sub first of all. But like I've seen the previous, like in the previous war that I commented, there was something pretty insane where the Lunalite went for a deck out. Like he could have maybe won against the Crystron, but he sent the second, I think it was the second Cat Dancer, which cost him the game. So like if he had the 3 monsters on the field, he will have maybe won the match. So
Nice.
lots of Lunar Lights for me today, which was the biggest surprise. Okay, so Shironimi still on the side of Monkey Boy. Then on top, H is Ishtar, which can be playing Hero, Shironimi, or also Dark Magician. And I hear the noise from his chair. And I'm
Yes,
not going to
I-
skip it. No, don't be sorry. No, bro, don't be sorry. I just love hearing the noises because I love to notice it. It's always good for the ears if you notice a certain sound. It's just funny when you know what it is.
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
Like-
I practically live at my desk, so I understand.
I'm actually on my desk as well. Like I'm sitting on my chair and there's my desk, the little one that I used for 20 years, which now is getting
Oh.
bad because when I have like a lot of stuff to write and have the computer at the same time, it's not that good.
Yeah, no, I spent a good amount of money on my chair, man. I figure if I'm gonna live at my desk, I'm gonna be comfortable being here. So
Yeah, exactly. Like my chair as well, like it costs a lot, and I think my parents bought it years ago, like maybe 6 or 7, because they wanted me to have like a good back and not like being too curved and just sit properly, you know. So I was like, well, I don't care, but okay, they just bought it. I was like, I don't even care. So then I got the chair, and nowadays I'm fine. I think my back is fine.
yeah, that's good. But it looks like Monkey Boy starting out pretty decently here, going turn 1 level 8, being able to get that draw discard, sending the Solitaire to the graveyard, as well as having 2 back row.
Exactly. The 2 back row is what's the most, I think is the most important part, because in case he gets banished or he's going to get like something on because of his opponent, he's going to be able to get the timing. He doesn't even need to rush to sacrifice the Shogun Saga. He can take his time. Let's say if the opponent, Divine Wrath, that is a big hit. That is definitively a big hit here. But basically, if there's no Ballista, and let's say you banish the Shogun Saga, I know who's going to win. But we'll see. It's not over yet.
Yeah, no.
Already main phase. Alright.
This could really go anywhere. I mean, seeing the Divine Wrath definitely was interesting. Typically, that tends to be more of a side deck card. The last time I saw this card truly main decked was when Zaga Zaga won the MCS when he had that in the main deck. Granted, it was a one deck, no side.
Hmm.
So, I mean, I can definitely see how that's being incorporated here within Team Wars today.
Yeah, clearly. I think a lot of people are sleeping on Divine Wrath, which is indeed a nice alternative if you want to play the deck to counter monster effects. And on the other side, I do guess it's not something you're forced to play if you don't want to. It's like if you want to counter at least the monster's effect, indeed it's a card to go for. Alright, so there's going to be the Solitaire. There's at least a card he can play with. I do still think there's clearly a Dog Magician on the side of a Zap. For sure there's Dog Magician in hand.
Yeah, no, ASAP, definitely one of the more consistent players here. He always seems to at least have some piece to allow him to keep going on and stuff with OTK. But it looks like right now we are seeing a setup for a turn 1, or not a turn 1, a turn 3 level 10. Granted, taking a look at it, however, it does suck considering how he'll only get one monster sent from the
I do think he should
Excuse
do the
me,
timing
like-
for the navigation if he has it, because in my opinion, if he banished level 8, if he thinks about the extra deck, he shouldn't have another Shogun Saga. By doing such move, you're going to block your opponent with the level 2, which is the Tuner, Spectral Sword, but also the Arcfiend. He's going for it. He's going for the lethal. Yeah, I think it sounds like he knew there was going to be something fishy from Dark Magician. Right, so there's some answer.
Yeah, there's clearly a delay, of course, but right now, ASAP definitely kind of debating on what he chooses to do here. Possibly playing around what he thinks that back row could be. I think we all have an idea of it potentially being a Ballista squad, considering how there is just a tuner on board, but we're not too sure yet. It also low-key could be a Needle Ceiling. We know that's very popular, and we know that with Archfiend, the monsters will live, but that's something we have yet to see revealed, despite the 2,500 attack going through. So we could see a lethal.
The first attack is intentional, come to think, because if he plays Ishizu Star, he's playing Steel Tomes, or even funnier, that could be no mortal can resist from the biggest surprises. So I do think there's a timing because or Sphere Creepo or Navigation. He just needs to put himself in defense, banishes level 8, and he's good to go. So
Maybe, yeah.
he's giving us a lot of surprise, but I do know he has Navigation.
Yeah, that was added off the rod, so.
ASAP
Dude,
never
there's a
got the
ton of-
DM APK, feels bad.
Oh my goodness. APK without the APK, man. Dude, Monkey Boy just going into the clear lethal here.
Indeed.
That's game.
Going to put
I see.
that Mamba 9. For the scores, we're going to modify that. I do think, yeah, they have the last repeat, which they can go for, or go for a second deck instead, which is going to be a better matchup against Shiranui.
I'm seeing in the chat some people are saying Chris Strons for ASAP. We know that he's been streaking and doing super well lately with him, of course.
Oh, true. Chrysler will be a better matchup. Easily.
Yeah. I believe Sham says that ASAP and him and a few others part of the Keenoff gang.
Yeah. The Keenoff gang. No, Wayne Keenoff is an insane Christian player for sure. Okay, so let me see. Gorilla Boy 44.
Oh, it's so
I think Monkey Boy suits him better because if you say Gorilla, it's more like you're going brutal, you're going like with 4 spheres, which I guess can be also suited for Monkey Boy, let's not lie. I mean, he's going with lethals and the Shogun Saga with the boost attack. But Monkey Boy, when you say monkey, it generally means luck in my opinion. So, facts. Let's go for the next duel.
Yeah, man.
And it's going to be Jess Anderson. I don't think it is Chris. No, it can be Christian. I forgot that I've seen High happen with the biggest surprise. So
He's gonna play ties with Chris Rounds.
yeah, exactly,
This is tied Chris Rounds, yeah.
exactly. Great Metaphys. That would be shocking to see that. I mean, Metaphys still has some chances to come back in the meta, but
If Metaphys come back, I will indefinitely take a break. I hate that deck. I hate that deck
for
so
me,
much.
for me, it actually came back because of the ranked. I've seen that there's quite a lot of stupid, like mulligan where you take back the kite thrower you get it in the hand. Someone looped me 5 kite throws and the 2 effects, so like from the hand then in the graveyard. He did it 5 times, and I was like, "Are you for real?" So this is the only strength of Metaphys.
Oh my gosh, that's insane. I didn't even know that was possible. Jeez.
Yeah, I don't remember with which cards he used, but I know he has done such combo, which was very, very funny to see. As a level duplication is going to be Shogun Saga, right off the bat on the field, saying hello. Hello Shogun Saga, how are you doing? Trying to scare a Christian player. Who are you for that? Scare him with the Spectre. Sorry, not Spectre Sword, but the back row. Oops. Joke ruined. Disturbia, shut up.
Okay, well, again using the Squire effect to banish, get the draw, discard 1, getting that he's consecutively been getting that solitaire in the graveyard, giving himself pretty solid follow-up. We all know that Hades is pretty strong in this matchup, so we could easily see something like that, of course. Just seeing one set isn't typically ideal, but we can definitely see some big plays here. And it looks like ASAP coming out with that Machina Fortress and discarding that Divestern. So he will be able to go ahead and get that banish and that that free +1 from the deck to add into the Chris Brown monster, and then possibly be able to make some bigger plays here. Alright, so he does banish that Divester, and he does add a Sulf from the deck to the hand, which is very, very good here. So we could see some of the basic combos where he like discards it, like with sends the Smiger and like special summons it on board, or maybe we even see a turtle. Wait, Machina number 2? Whoa. Okay, dude. Sends another Divester? Dude, he opened up 2 Machinas? Jeez. 2 Machinas, 2 Divester? That's different. Dude, that's like... That's weird, man. So using Divester in here, going for that pop, and if we read the effect of Machina, so you can discard. If this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, target 1 card your opponent controls to destroy that target. Before resolving an opponent's monster effect that targets this face-up card, look at your opponent's hand, discard 1 card from their hand. So we could see him. He could do this, right? We could see him swing, and then after that, like destroy the level 8 or the back row, and then swing with the other one. But it doesn't really push lethal. But Divine Wrath coming out again for the 2nd time right now. And it looks like right now sending a Lancia from the hand to the graveyard. We know Lancia is really good against Quarion to go ahead and stop those plays. But right now, we see that... Wait, 25... That's lethal. Yeah, crash, swing, swing. That's lethal, correct?
Alright, I'm
yeah,
back. It's
yeah, no,
clearly
that's
lethal
definitely
because
lethal.
if Machina Fortress, I believe if it destroys himself, he's going to be able to destroy the Shogun Saga, and it's the end of the match.
Yeah. Karibo is still a thing, of course. I'm seeing that throughout chat, which definitely is correct. But
Exactly.
ASAP could be really pressing here. It does suck, unfortunately, just based on the fact that...
No, there's no one
Karibo,
sphere.
bro.
There's clearly no sphere Karibo. Okay, wait a
ASAP.
second. I speak quickly, but there's the toggles as well. No, okay. Truly no answer. And it's going to be the win for ASAP.
Yeah, no, great job from ASAP taking honestly a pretty, I would say a pretty uncomfortable hand and making it really work there. Granted, Monkey Boy only had one back row, unfortunately, but nonetheless, ASAP really was able to not only fight through that despite the hand he had, but and he's being pressed against, but he was able to close it out very well. So very nice job from ASAP.
Exactly. That hand was actually pretty scary. The thing about Machina Fortress is it's still such a funny card because not only when it is destroyed you destroy a card, but I believe there's another thing which is when you target the card, you force the opponent to actually discard a card from his hand. It's quite a cheeky card per se if you don't read the card, because if you use any card to trigger and click on, target the Machina Fortress, one of your cards are going to be discarded.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. And taking a look through a chat here, Big Daddy earlier was upset we wouldn't get to see Super Performance play, but looks like we do. And looks like Super's laced up here, ready to go into the game with ASAP, of course. So very excited to see this coming out right now. We know Super Performance is an OG clapper, so well, actually, technically they're both OG clappers, actually.
Arcana Witchcrafter, no question.
Dude, yeah, I need to see some late sworn action here.
Maybe he's playing the last one version, maybe the full one. So we'll see. Yeah, definitely the last one version. So the cards that are being sent: Shmira, Raiden, and Genny. Yep, Prismatic Genny that you can get actually for free by just using 400 EX gems.
Everyone keeps saying they're getting like a Prisma Genny, but like I'm just not getting it like at all. Like I can get the Prisma one, but I only have one copy of Genny, and it's so frustrating.
But I mean, you can turn it in shiny, you can turn it in prismatic next.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. I need 2 copies if I want to play Witchcrafters optimally.
Well, yeah.
So.
No, on my side I farmed a lot because I wanted the experience, I wanted the gems as well, and obviously because I wanted most of the cards by 3 because you tracked it.
Yeah, no, I am at like over like 5 mil points right now. I only have the last 3 rewards to collect from the Taya event, and I still only have 1 Genny, and it's frustrating. Like yesterday in chat, I see people had like 7 Jennies, 5 Jennies. My buddy Blind Bandit, who's also an APK, farmed all 3 Jennies in a matter of 30 minutes today. Like I have no luck. Like I'm trash, bro.
I think
I'm
some
so
of the
upset.
events it's truly going to be like that. It was my case as well. The only time I got truly lucky was like when I play events and I'm like, well, it's an event, right? I don't give a shit. An example: the first time you see Zane on the word of GX, like the first operation of Zane, they brought cards like, for example, Cyber Dragon Veer. No, Veer, no. It was Vi. I think it was Vi. And I played the event and I was really not caring, and I was like, well, okay, I got 9 times the fusion you are. And then I get the Prismatic Vi. And I'm like, well, I'm complete. Best event ever. Has been 2 years and it is still my best event.
That's funny, nice.
I have 5 guineas, but I have almost 10 million points. Dang. I do think I almost have the same amount of guineas. And for the points, I don't know, maybe 7 million. Because I'm actually doing the level 1 TA Gardener, and I'm doing it on purpose because you can get lots of experience fast by not wasting a lot of points. That's what I do to just level up all my tractors, to maybe do a second pack opening. Because I don't have like 980 gems for nothing. Just saving it for maybe next time, or otherwise I can do one tonight if any people wants to, but I don't know. For the content, not going to force people to watch my opening because it's going to be garbage. Not going to lie. I mean, it's just 10 bucks, but I prefer to save gems, wait for next time, do it on my channel. So far, going to watch Machina Fortress discarding Thicevern to special summon it to then be able to trigger the effect of Thicevern. Is there anyone else who's not doing those damage event missions?
Yeah, so this is the
damage event missions. What? Or is it Dog Magician Girl event missions? Because I've done it. I've done it for the 100 gems it's worth. Goes very fast, you do an auto deck, that's the end. You don't need to do anything. This isn't Thunder. What the hell, Forbes? It's better though. It's Witchcraft. We'll see Worms next time. Alright, so he's still fine, has the Madame Ver, which is going to stall a lot.
Yeah, no, ASAP definitely with this is the second time we've seen him start out with the Machina, but the fact that he's able to have 3 back row in a simple set is definitely also a little bit different here.
Agree. Completely agree with you.
Yeah, no, we know that
100%.
Witchcraft is honestly, although they are a new deck, it is a bit difficult for them in the sense that Madame Veer will allow him, by just a simple discard, to consecutively keep negating the effects of any face-up monsters, such as Gristron, considering that's what they typically tend to rely on. So, unless we do see things like Fiendish and etc. coming out, I don't really see any way or anything that can be done that's gonna put ASAP right now in a much better position. We do know that Impact, however, is very big, considering the fact that it can put those special summon monsters defense 2-0, and we know that it's a pretty thick booty coming out from that Veer. But I don't know, man.
I will not call it Veer, I will call it Ver instead, or like Ver. Ver like that. You can pronounce it like that if you want. Because Veer for me is going to be the Cyber Dragon card, actually. Just some pronunciation facts, nothing special.
Okay.
Alright, so 2 Madame Ver. I also got to learn a lot around Madame Ver. It's such a stupid card. Like, I remember there was, I think, a mirror match. Yes, I've seen a mirror match on one of my tournaments that was like Witchcraft against Witchcraft. And one of the Madame Ver used its effect to negate the effects of the monster. And the Madame Ver on the opposite side was not affected. Used the first effect to gain attack and defense, and I was like, what? It's pretty broken.
What do you mean? Someone used the effective Veer but wasn't affected with the other one?
Yeah, how shall I say? So imagine you had okay, I'm going to play with the mouse, so maybe there's going to be some delay. So let's say there's a Madame Ver that is here on the side here below, and then you have another Madame Veer. The one on below is using the second effect, discards the spell, to make all the monsters on the side of his opponent not activate the effect. So it should normally negate the effect, he cannot do anything. But then, the opponent decides to attack, and he uses the first effect, which is you reveal spells, and you gain attack and defense for each card being revealed. And I was like, but it's not going to work. And for some reason, the attack boost actually works. So it's pretty interesting that this effect is not negated. Otherwise, I guess that's me reading bad. But it should be affected, even if it's a Madame Ver, it should be affected. So I don't understand why it had the boost, but I will have to check the rules for that. But it was strange to see Madame Ver being able to boost, and it's actually the one on the opposite team getting affected by not being able to use its effect. So a strange thing, I gotta say.
So Charge of Light Brigade being activated to mill the Holiday, a Legacy Clash, and another Jenny. Jenny's effect's going to activate from the graveyard to banish itself, and another of one of the Witchcrafter cards, of course.
Just to be able to, I believe, special summon. Yeah, okay, from the graveyard. If it is negated, it is negated low. Well, however, if I show you my tournament, because you can still find it on my channel, you can mark my words that it was not negated. I can even still bring you the video just to show you how dumb it is that a Madame Ver is not negated by another Madame Ver. I don't understand. For me, it's a bug of the game. For me, I do agree it should be negated. But yeah, all I can do is maybe watch the video, because I mean, I'm not gonna take all your time. I'm gonna me myself send you it, so I can actually show how weird is it.
Alright, so it looks like the Vittori was pressing in on the Smiter, of course.
Yeah, exactly, Reherbil. The Christian is going to have so much advantage to stall compared to what Witchcraft can do. do it after this match, bro. Yeah, no problem. I'm going to send you the video after that, and if anybody's interested to know why Witchcraft, Witchcraft Madame Ver doesn't get the effect negated if another one decides to negate, I have the proofs. Can you send me that video as well? Oh, sure, Jazz. I'm going to do so. I mean, my video is already posted on my channel, so like I can already send you the link. I'll have to find the exact time. But for real, I think letting people know that Madame Ver, if you use the second effect to just negate the other ones, the first effect you can activate it still.
So I mentioned the impact earlier being pretty big here, considering how it can lower the defense of special summon monsters. Looks like both of the Veers now currently are at 0 defense. Right now looks
he's forced to attack a lot. And it's going to be quite an issue for him because Forbidden Lance as well. I don't think it matters so much because, I mean, okay, attack decrease, but then he's going to increase his attack with another spell. It's not death for him. He has 3 monsters, the attacks are going to pass, and there's no wall of disruption. So
yeah, no, because the fact that he had all those monsters in hand means he could have been pressing lethal potentially.
I love the comment that says Witchcraft is Doug S. It's just busted in a lot of ways. Pretty stupid to understand as well, as it's a good control of the field. Like, the deck is just good when it controls the field and from cards from the hand. Like, it's not a bad deck at all. And it clearly is made to counter Element Saber. Like, Konami made it on purpose. No question. I'm sure it's a long VOD with time-lapse. Oh, I mean, there is some time-lapse. No worries. No worries, just some. Lol.
So ASAP continues to set up monster here. Looks like it appears that
doesn't counter ASAP. I mean, when you have a monster like Madame Ver, which uses effects to just, like, most of the Witchcraft have a quick effect. So imagine you have that cutie pie Molehu that you know is always going to put your monster defense, and there's also the Palace. You just summon a Shemitah. If he decides to use it, you can still use the quick effect. And even better, if you still are able to bring Madame Ver, it's going to try to use the effect. Boom, Element Saber sent to the graveyard. Madame Ver, second effect. No effect on your side, you just do not put me in defense. Like, it is still going to be technically a counter, because most of the cards that Element Saber plays, it's I summoned it or I need to use the effect of my monster. And then they have to rely a lot on the staples. That's my idea here. Yeah, but Shane and Flood go BR. I mean,
Burr, like he's saying that there's so much back row for Witchcrafters that it's very hard for them to get through, and he's correct
exactly.
on that.
He just mentioned the back row, so I do agree that, I mean, Element Saber relies too much on the back row. So obviously you're gonna have the poor Madame Ver, the smuggy girl, who's going to get affected by the Fiendish Shane, and also get affected by the Floodgate. But if there is a Floodgate, nobody gives a shit. It is floodgated, but she is still alive, and then when she's flipped, quick effect, I increase my attack and defense. You fucker, you tried to attack a face down, Madame Ver. How dare you? She's the lady. Alright? So, floodgate, no. But Fiendish Shane indeed entirely stops the effects of Madame Ver, obviously, because Fiendish Shane is, you cannot use effects. I 100% agree with that.
On the monster again to stop the collaboration play.
Long story short, WC's dog shit. Man, I'm not here to convince that it is good. I'm just bringing my opinion. This is your opinion, and I do respect the Godfather. Can't say much.
Veer coming out once more in attack position.
He's still gonna try for the attack. Let's see.
Looking to press in here.
Cosmic being like, what's going on, lol.
Gonna get over the turtle. Revealing the Light Brigade, the Unveiling, only needing 2 to get a big enough boost. Swinging in for 1k. Impact gonna come out once more. Superform's in a very weird predicament right now, considering how he only has 5 cards left in the deck left. This is now the second Impact coming out.
I think he cannot do anything. He needs to end the phase. And yeah, the Cosmic
coming out here to hit that back row, of course, and looks like that back row was the Witchcrafter
Patronus.
Patronus Trap, and I believe this is one of his conditions that was going to allow him to no longer deck out, but looks like it kind of puts him back in a very awkward
Well,
position.
indeed, it's sort of not let him deck out, but I think there's a limit as well after that.
We can just read the card. It just says it's once per turn, so I don't see anything that really indicates there's a limit for it. But
Okay. Yep, both raiders
so here
are in
comes
the
the
graveyard.
Citri.
Going for the Matrix, sorry. But yeah, then there's some spells, and there's also Lila.
So ASAP is truly going on for the deck out game here, considering how Amatrix does have so many plays and abilities to go ahead and start doing any floats. Adding a Sulfonier from using the Divestment effect to banish and bring out yet another monster.
We're gonna have a
Yeah.
by a Matrix.
Yes, Monkey's out of Light
And then
Torrents.
he's going to go for
Kinda
Sulfonier.
rough.
Being added to the hand. And he ends
Yep.
the turn, alright. So I didn't see that. Nice. Nice. So far, ASAP has the entire domination when it comes to stall. Alright, so the first attack is going on. Going to go for that attack increase. Only once.
Turtle coming out once more, knowing that they will only be able to get off using the effect of the Veer, but again, already was used. Opting to swing in, of course. I mean, you can only use each effect of Madame Veer once per turn, so I'm not sure why he opted to swing in there, but I mean, it is what it is. Adding the holiday and the collaboration right back to the hand. Very nice. Alright, so bringing out the Machina once more, discarding the Scrap Recycler. Very, very good here. Your loser, Rob rules, bro. Right now, collaboration being activated once more, and the third lance is coming out right now. ASAP clearly understanding the deck, knowing that he really can make a very decent push here.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
right now, just not allowing his opponents to really do much. Veer coming out and using its effect, looking to get some type of big boy boost to get right over that turtle. Revealing Twister, interesting. I think that's the first time we had Twister actually revealed.
Yeah, indeed.
Swinging in once more, using the Legacy Clash, of course, going to banish the Madame Veer, going to be able to swing in and destroy that Machina Fortress. Fortress
Actually-
effect will be able to activate to destroy the other Veer, and then swinging in for 200. Oh, that's beefy.
And unveiling. Alright, so he's able to do one more attack. He's going to get himself a Shmita. The
Yep.
attack passes. He still can get over it. He still can get over it, technically. Right, Frost Turtle's effect activates.
No, so Turtle's gonna special summon from the hand,
It's
bringing out the
himself in
Sulfania
here.
that we recently saw.
And he's going to start with the Self-Ifnir.
Swinging in with the Pretoria, using the effect of Veer once more.
Alright, so it's funny that he doesn't go first for Shmita, prefers to go with Pitore, increasing her attack first. Goes for the
Adding
end
in-
phase.
only 2 cards in hand. I mean, 2 cards left in the deck
Yeah,
currently
come to
right
think,
now
he
for
actually wasted his
Superforms.
attack. I just was thinking why he didn't go for Shmita, but if he went for Shmita, goes for the second attack, increases the attack, and will have been enough to destroy Smyger. And you go for the last attack with Madame Vert. So I think that was quite a misplay. So now there's going to be side tree, and here the bad thing starts. Completely locking out super forms. And also getting himself Orion, so 2 synchros.
I don't know. I think
ASAP
he's in a
is so
fine
mean.
position right now. He's gonna use various effects to start negating the effects of the face-up monsters. Looks like there's nothing that's chained to it, of course. And he did it in draw phase, so that's pretty smart. So right now he essentially does have lethal here, so he can just wait. Huh. Wait. I thought he used Veer's effect to negate the face-up monsters, no?
He used the first one only, not the second one.
No, he did negate. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
that is the first
I
effect. The
forgot
first
that
effect is the negate.
Where did he discard? I'm dumb. Ah, okay, I see the symbols. Alright, so my bad. Bad reads of
Yeah.
mine.
Yeah, I was gonna say the first effect is the negates. He just
Yeah.
activated it just because. Yeah, no, it's curtains. It's over. Thank you. Come again.
That is an incredible ending. 1 card on the deck as well on the side of super forms. Which is going to be the end of the Team Wars, I guess. It's going to be the last point for Tier 0. Holy. That was a war that I gotta say is probably one of my favorites from the beginning till the end.
Yeah,
I have
very
no words.
unfortunate for ASAP.
I
He
have
played it
no
very,
words
very
here.
well.
Great plays on both sides. Great plays on both sides. That comeback from super forms. I think what super forms was also doing is like that much grind, because he almost didn't use the effect of Ver technically. He didn't even use it that much, the second effect, if I'm right.
Well, the thing what he did here, you can clearly tell, is he focused on primarily grinding through that back row. He knew that he had very limited resources in his deck, considering how not only were half of them in his hand, but he majority played the game with about 5 cards or less. So
Exact.
knowing that ASAP clearly was going for kind of the deck out game, his point was to literally just continue to press and kind of power through all of those floats that he had. And then after that, set up for the turn like this. And since Witchcrafters have the ability to go ahead and recover from the graveyard so easily, he clearly did a fantastic job there, just really understanding not only how Chris Ron's work, but setting himself up so that once he's had an open window, he was able to press. So, either way, good job. Congrats to Tier 0. Seeing many great plays. Congrats to some of the
Congrats to both
clappers
teams.
out here, boys.
That was an insane thing from both sides. A lot of surprises as well when it comes to decks. Tier 0 with a lot of poke champers, obviously, but also Buns Lee on the side of Abusement Park. That was my favorite match from all the ones I casted so far.
Yeah,
I have
no,
no words.
very.
I'm not even joking.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for this game, for real. And also thanks to the entire team for letting me cast this match. My pleasure. And also thank you very much for joining here, CosmicFlare, for the second half of the match. You got to see some very nice games as well, so glad to have you here.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. Alright, well, if that's the case, I'm going to head out now. Thank you for allowing me to come onto your cast. I hope everyone enjoyed watching the game. I will catch you all another time.
Alright, see you next time, Cosmic. And thank you again. Well, I'm probably going to let the Team Wars decide if they want to do a raid, everybody. And I do guess they'll tell me if they want to do a raid. But other than that, people, you can feel free to leave. I don't know if there's any more games on the Team Wars. Possibly yes. And on my side, I think I'm going to be done. Just waiting for the team to tell me if they want to do a raid and all. They'll tell me. You'll raid Zarex. All good. So I'm going to let this stream light on yet. Just going to let you have time to do the raid, because otherwise it's not going to work. But yet again, legendary. This match was good as hell. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed my cast here. I'm going to wait him for finishing the raid, and I'm going to tell you guys, see you next time maybe.